So if somebody gave you a new flat screen monitor, would you say thank you?
I would.
All right, I just wanted to check.
Don't look at me. Thank you.
It's not the first thing you said.
No. I apologize.
God, you and Trey have turned into the two biggest whiners.
I'm not whining. I didn't whine.
Did you get a brand new monitor?
Thank you.
Okay. You still don't seem overjoyed.
I'm settling down. It's only been about an hour that I've known.
Just an hour?
I was at an appearance all day.
Oh. So my first hour and a half here was trying to figure out how it was going to work.
You kind of man. Coming into work and having a spear gun through your computer monitor. It's funny.
It was funny. It's funny now. It wasn't funny for about an hour and a half. It wasn't very funny.
Eddie was supposed to have the new one out or ready. What time was your appearance?
From 11 to 1. I thought I could get there and here and then back to there, and I couldn't.
Oh.
I had to go help my wife do something.
You wouldn't pick up your phone. Why didn't Trey know? He wouldn't tell me anything.
Oh, my head.
Well, no, I didn't know for about an hour and a half. Somebody's going to get hurt if we keep doing this crap, though. That's the thing.
How's anybody going to get hurt?
Just this is escalating.
We took what?
Well, the cut in my chair was one thing. Then his desk, Trey's desk in half.
Yes.
And now a spear gun through my monitor. What's going to be next?
What's the dangerous part? Were you around?
No.
Was there any chance of you getting hurt?
I guess not. I'm just...
The only people that could get hurt were the perps.
Okay.
We used the bulletproof glass that somebody brought us. Eddie and I stood behind that when he shot your...
Is there a video of this?
No video. It was just Eddie and me. We have still photos, though. Oh, you haven't seen the photos?
No.
RussMartin.com in the photo gallery.
Well, I've seen the monitor. Do I need to see the photos?
No. It's just the basic setup. Okay. Where do we get that great big sheet of bulletproof glass?
Somebody came in with the studio audience at one point and just brought it up. They heard you talking about this one out here, and they brought it up to give it to us, but it wouldn't fit the window.
Oh.
Man, it went clean through. That was so cool.
Yeah, I was all the way in. Is it in the photos?
Yes. Let's see if I can pull up the side.
Yep.
Let's see, photo gallery. All right, everybody off the side. I want to look at the pictures. I thought he said I was on a new server and it wouldn't slow down.
It's working fine for me.
Okay. Is Eddie loading the spear gun?
Yeah.
Eddie behind the bulletproof glass? God. It's loud.
Is it really?
Scary, too.
God, there's the picture. You can tell by it's on the clock. It's 8:04 when you did it last night.
Oh, that's right. I didn't notice that.
Early.
That's what you get for leaving early.
I had to go cover my boat because there was a storm coming in.
We were going to have a show meeting and you just left.
I said I had to go cover my boat.
Nobody knew you were leaving.
You did.
I didn't. Trey came in. He goes, "Is JD gone?" I went, "I don't know where he is."
I thought I said very loud, the storms are coming, I got to go cover my boat.
I didn't know that. Did you know that?
I didn't know.
We didn't know that.
So that's what I get for not being here. Well, I'm damn sure I'm the last one to leave from now on.
That was part of the show meeting. Should we or should we not shoot JD's monitor with a spear gun? You weren't here to say no. Why does it keep doing that?
I don't know.
Who's changing this during the day? Is there a reason that auxiliary button is there?
Not that I'm aware of. It feeds the other studio in here, but I never changed it.
I don't either. Somebody's in here dicking with this stuff. Here's JD's first of many phone calls to me today.
You know, this is really funny. You're not going to get me pissed, because that's what you want. You know what I mean?
Were you going to cry?
I was upset, and I was trying to not be upset when I'm leaving because I didn't want to say something that you would later retaliate on me for. I was trying to meter my words.
Were you going to cry?
Oh, I wasn't going to cry. I was just trying to figure out how I was going to do my work for the day.
I thought the monitor would be as soon as you came in and wigged out. Oh, did you get the office mic?
Yes.
All right. So we had that fit?
Yes.
Was it good?
Yes.
Well, then you can't be mad at me for anything I said because I didn't know.
Oh, really?
I can't. I don't remember all what was done or said, but you can't be angry because I didn't know I had another monitor.
Why would we not have another monitor?
Does Trey have another desk?
Trey doesn't need another desk. His desk is still fully functional.
I had to go
His desk has character in it now. We destroyed your monitor. Obviously, we had to get you another one.
I didn't know that. It wasn't there for 12:30 when I went to work.
Then that was our fault. And I forgot about Eddie's appearance.
And we destroyed my chair completely. I had to get a new chair.
You didn't have to buy that chair.
That's not the point.
You were ugly to me.
Do not.
What is it with you with April's? Last time, when you hit me, it was April of '89. Jesus. Is it still April? Yes.
April.
Thank you.
God.
Oh, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to. But on the other hand,
what is it you're not going to do?
Get mad and throw a fit because that's what you want.
Seriously.
So you're not going to have a fit?
No.
All right.
This is getting stupid. You also said, I find it very interesting that you say that you're not going to tear up people's personal property.
Are you sure you're not going to cry?
I'm not going to cry. I'm just angry.
That monitor is my personal property. I bought that, okay? It's not the Russ Martin Show monitor. It's my monitor. You're going to say, well, this monitor's in the building. I purchased that. It's an oversized monitor. And I really...
That one. And I missed an F word.
Yes.
All right, I'll work on the editing later. Had to do that on the fly. La da 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 da. So you're happy now?
Thank you. It's very, the monitor's very nice.
All right. Hi, Chad.
Upset, isn't he?
Say it again.
Captain Morgan is awful upset, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
It would be too.
How are the ratings, Russ?
It's funny you would bring that up. I have them in front of me.
Good.
Let's see.
You sound like you're in a good mood.
I'm always in a dandy mood at the beginning of the show. It's as the show goes on, I get pissed off.
I understand.
Let's see here. You know, it's funny because Trey faxed me the ratings.
Right.
And I looked at it, and I went, just fax me the front sheet of each demographic, because we're not on the front sheet because the ratings go in order of order.
Right.
Am I being too technical, Chad?
No.
All right. Descending rank.
Correct.
So, like, if you're on the second page of the ratings,
yes,
you're dicked.
Yeah.
All right. So he faxes me the thing, and I'm looking, I'm going, we're not on here. And I looked, and about that time, Mark from California called to give me the update on the second Batmobile. I went, wait. I may have to call the realtor, because I'm looking at the ratings, and I'm looking, and I went through the page, and there are 25 radio stations listed on the front page, and I can't find KYNG anywhere.
Right.
Oh, no.
And I'm absolutely freaking out. And then even Mark goes, didn't you guys change call letters? Oh, yeah. Yeah. But, I mean, I looked at it, I went, all right, there's no way. And then they're right there at the top, KLLI.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'll run down a few of these. Well, this one's just for March. Person's 2554 in March. The afternoon show's number one.
Mm-hmm.
What's up with the Spanish station, KLNO? January, they were like 18th. Now they're number 2.
I don't know. Maybe they have a good month like we had a bad month.
In December?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll even point this out.
Okay.
Here's the absurdity of the ratings sometimes. Rumley should do a column on this.
He can.
Yeah, he can. I can't. I can't talk about the methodology. I can't say anything about how it's done. December. 1 month.
Yeah.
We followed to 27th place in persons 2554. 1 month. We would have had to shut this station off to fall that much in 1 month. January, back to number 3, 5.9 share. December, we had a 1.2. For March, we're back to a 6.6 share, number 1. That's impossible.
Yeah, it's statistical.
Obviously, it's possible on paper. It ain't possible in real life.
No.
Let's see here. Oh, March, the tickets fallen to 8th place with a 3.8. How sad.
They already have our coffin. We gave it to them about a year ago. They can go call.
No, I think we still have it.
Oh, do we still have it?
Yeah, we couldn't get rid of it.
Oh.
We kept threatening to take it over there. We tried once, and then they beat up Chloe and Rob.
That's right. I remember.
Persons 18 to 34 were almost tied for first with that Spanish station. That's strange.
Well, it's a combination of things. There's a lot more Latinos living here now. It's the largest growing population in Dallas, Fort Worth.
Maybe we should start getting Spanish bumper music. You know, it's like
yes,
mariachis and chickens and stuff like that. Leaf blowers and loud people talking. Say to load up the truck. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that help?
Maybe.
Yeah. Eddie, have David Stone produce some Mexican bumpers. Oh, is that one right there?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show. On Live 105.3, the talk that rocks Texas.
There we go.
We'd like to let all our Hispanic listeners know that this show is also open to you. And we tote the note. Thank you. What?
Nothing.
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see here. Okay. Obviously, I don't have all the ratings because this can't be all of it. Where's McNeil?
I saw him around when I first got here. He was part of my rage. He walked in about the time all this was going on.
Oh. No, we didn't tell him this one, did we?
Nope.
Oh, so Bob didn't know this one.
Mm-mm. I was looking for the key to your office.
What for?
You'll find out soon enough, I'm sure.
What were you going to do?
Nothing. I don't know how much got taped, so I'm not going to confess to anything that I didn't get recorded.
And how can you get pissed at me? I just bailed you out of a tax problem.
I know, but that's not the point.
It is.
No, it's the minute I turned my back. The second I walked out the door last night, I knew you guys were going to do something.
No,
I said,
you didn't.
Yes, I did, because I had to leave early.
John.
I almost always stay. I'm almost the last one here. Well, Eddie's normally is the last one. I'll be able to pay you back now with the bonus money from this.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. We get a bonus. Well, not Trey. Let's see if there's anything else of consequence here. What is this? Winner. And 18 plus for March. Number 1. Tied with the Hispanic station. Damn. Okay. Everything is back as the way it should be. But I'm telling you, I went through the ratings, I don't know how many times, looking for the calls, KYNG.
Yes.
I couldn't find it.
Seeing your face, you're panicking.
Because I kept going, obviously I'm missing it. All right. I'm looking at one or two, up at the top. Maybe it's further down. And I went, okay, I missed it. I started making that Trey face,
right,
where it looks like he's pushing air out of his mouth.
Yeah.
Not blowing, but he's pushing it out with his cheeks. Yeah.
I tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I told Mark, I can't talk to you. The ratings came in. We're not at least in the top 25. I went. And I kept going, KYNG. He goes, didn't you guys change or something to Live 105? And that's when I remembered that, yeah. Also, the call letters changed when we went to Live 105. Oh, there's Saggy out in the hallway.
Yeah.
Well, I see Trey following him around. Came in, Trey's bitching because he's got the squirts. I ate something last night, I got sick. I don't care. Hello, Paul.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, Russ.
How are you?
I'm very fine. How are you?
I am enjoying this day immensely.
Well, that's great.
Good.
I just had one comment, if you don't mind.
I certainly do not.
I remember when you offered the IRS loan to JD.
Yes?
You said you would never hold it up in front of him. It was a loan from a friend.
Right.
And you're already rubbing it in his face today.
I have not. I just said, how could you say, excuse me, you know what? Go ahead. I'll let you make your point. Hit the timer.
You said, how can you get mad at me? I just bailed you out of your IRS problem.
I don't think that's holding it in his face. I'm just saying, why would you think the worst of me when I've done things to try and help you out of a jam?
Okay. You said you would never hold it up.
That's not holding it up. I'm just pointing out the illogical nature of his accusations.
And that's why you gave him the loan, so that you could hold this up.
It is. That's not holding it up. It's just pointing out. Why would you immediately think that the worst is going to happen when I've done kind things in the past? The logic doesn't flow.
Well, the way it sounds is the logic does flow because every time he gets mad and gets ticked off at you, you're going to say,
no. See, you've already played out the future. You have no idea what the future holds.
No, but you're playing him like...
I'm not doing anything. You could understand my confusion by him saying, I knew you were going to do something ugly to me, and he leaves these ugly phone calls, and I just helped him out of a bind. That's not the way friends treat each other. How long have I gone so far?
1 minute.
Okay.
Just a minute?
I'm sorry.
That's it?
No,
1 minute.
All right. Go ahead, Paul. I'm sorry. Did you have another point to make?
No, because, Russ, you know what? You're too good at this.
At what?
At arguing your point.
I don't feel like we're arguing. I feel like we're carrying on a conversation back and forth, and it's just a transference of information.
Okay, well, as we're transferring information...
Minute 26.
I can't do it.
I know, and that guy wasn't even, like some fat angry chick.
How does Mark Davis do that?
That's his style.
That would give me a headache.
Yeah. That's just a minute and a half. He does 3 hours of that.
Does he have any stepkids?
I don't think so. Why?
Well, then you'd have to have some after doing a show like that every day.
Go home and...
Yes. Up and down the stairs.
No. That's how...
Ain't their hair red?
He said no. He enjoys it.
I enjoys
no.
it. Mm-hmm. Was that really only a minute 20?
Minute 26. You don't have to go 10. That could be only 3. Dragging it out. That's the problem. As you see, he's going to repeat this point 800 times. You're going to say, I understand, sir. And he's going to repeat it again.
I'd rather set tile with my dad.
Well, Mark enjoys it. It's more of a debate to him than an argument.
I don't like debates. I like arguments. I like name calling. I like people to know how inferior they are. I like them to know how stupid they are. I like them to know how much of my life that they just wasted that I'll never, ever, ever get back, no matter how hard I beg.
I know.
I don't get credit at the end of my life when I show up to God with my punch card and go, hey, look, I had a bunch of morons waste about 17 months of my life. Get it back.
Mm-mm.
I think Mark Davis just had a kid.
Oh, is the baby already here? I it was due.
Yeah.
In fact, it was due, I think, tomorrow. That's great.
No, he was off yesterday and today.
That's what happened then.
So I guess it squatted. I don't know what it was.
I don't know either. I'm trying to think. He said on the air one day they had already done the sonogram, but I don't remember. I want to say a boy, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Then that's what he had.
Okay. Sure.
All right. So I can't play any more of your phone calls because they haven't been edited. I only got the first bleep in.
Why would just let that go? Just consider that because, you've already heard him, so.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to edit.
Okay. Never mind.
I haven't heard your fit in the office.
How about just play the phone calls? I don't remember what all I said. And
well, then you know what? Then it's probably good for you to see what you sound like when you're mad. Possibly it'll help with your anger management.
Well, I wasn't even in the office half the time.
Oh. Did it pick it up anyway?
Pretty good.
Good. Sometimes you have to see your ugly side to know that changes need to be made. I'm glad I could be here to help. Give me $150.
No. Well, night I left the X10 camera running for security and came home drunk and watched it the next day. It was pathetic. And Joey and I were fighting that night, too. It was bad.
Was that when you leaned up against the wall and it moved?
Yeah, I fell. That was terrible. I watched that the next day and went, I've got to stop drinking. It was a year and a half ago.
Yeah. And?
I stopped.
Got rid of the camera?
Got rid of the camera. Well,
if you get rid of the camera, you can keep the whiskey.
Yeah.
One of these things has got to go. We got to start news. Hi, April.
Oh, hi there, Russ.
Yes, ma'am.
I was going to tell you, Mark Davis is my neighbor. He just had a boy.
Really?
Yes, I promise you it's a boy.
Is did they say weight, anything?
I think it was 6 pounds and something. My dad and my stepmom went and saw the baby yesterday.
Are they back home yet?
Yes, but I didn't see them because I had to get up early this morning.
Oh. What time do you get home?
I got up at 3 o'clock this morning.
What time you get home tonight?
On my way home now.
Oh, well, go next door and tell Mark to call us.
Okay, I will.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye. Hey. What if he has a nice house?
Oh.
Probably has a house with a nice foundation.
Sure does. Sure he does.
Well, I get that free.
See if they've listed it on his site.
I'm not that curious.
Okay.
When I have a kid, that'll make news.
Okay. Yeah, that'll make a lot of news because you're sterile.
You know, there's a nicer way to put that.
What?
Made it sound like it's by accident.
Oh, I'm sorry. You've had a vasectomy by choice.
Thank you.
Okay.
As opposed to court ordered.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Can we do news first? No? All right. Load me up a bumper. We'll be back.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
Here are the rules for calling the Russ Martin Show. Do not call and ask for phone numbers or websites. Do not call with a joke you saw in a movie, on TV, on a bumper sticker, on the internet, or you heard in the 8th grade. Do not call and ask for advertisers' phone numbers. Call information and ask them. Do turn your radio down. Do get to the point. Practice in front of a mirror before calling. Do not waste time telling Russ your name. He's far too important and busy. He won't remember it anyway. If you understand these rules, call Russ now at 214-787-1053.
All right, 341. J.D. Ryan is here. Eddie Boyd, Ray Trenholm, Gail Lightfoot, Dan O'Malley. Hey, what's the name of your new producer, Dan, for your show?
Her name's Lindsay.
Where'd you find her?
Actually, we knew her from KRLD.
What does she do over there?
She runs the board on Saturdays and works on a show there on Sunday afternoons.
Is she a good producer?
So far.
She's a little cutie.
Yes. Yes, she is.
Where is she now?
Actually, she's getting her teeth pulled.
How come? The front ones?
No, the wisdom teeth.
Oh, well, that's not as funny. Ooh, the wisdom teeth.
Yeah.
That's going to hurt. I had my wisdom teeth out when how old is she?
26, I believe.
Is she really?
Mm-hmm.
She didn't look that old. I was about 24 when I had my wisdom teeth cut out. That's going to hurt. Where is she now? Is she already at the doctor?
Actually, she is. Her appointment is set for 4 o'clock.
Does she have a cell phone?
Yes.
I have it.
Why?
Oh, okay. Say good luck.
Yeah.
Because that's a traumatic thing, is to get your wisdom teeth cut out.
Well, that is true.
Certainly would just like to throw out my well wishes. Is she married?
No.
Boyfriend?
Yes.
How long has she been dating him?
That I don't know yet. I think for a few months.
She's not living with him, is she?
Yeah, actually she is.
After only 3 or 4 months?
Well, like I said, I don't know exactly how long.
Are you getting possessive all of a sudden?
I just met her. What the hell is she doing living with somebody?
She's already dating you long before she met you. You don't have automatic access to every woman on the planet.
I never said I did.
Yes, you
I did not. Look at me. Do I look like somebody that deserves women?
Any hot chick that comes through here, anybody hits on them before you get a chance to process them.
What?
You get pissed.
You gonna give me a sir? How you told? Are you gonna give me her cell?
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Can you IM it to Jade again here?
Yes. I don't know his screen name though.
Oh. I'll just write it on a piece of paper and hold it up.
Can you put it on this thing?
Okay.
Can you send me messages on this?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Send me a message.
Okay.
Where does it show up on this? On the call screener software? Oh, down at the bottom?
Yeah.
How long's that been there?
Forever.
It has not.
Yes, it has. It's always been there. No one's ever used it.
Oh. Oh, there's a number. Do we do news? No. Okay. Take her off the air first.
We're sorry. We are unable to complete your call as dialed. Dial 1 or 0.
Never met so many lazy people in my life.
Oh.
I dialed 10 of the numbers.
Oh. You're supposed to guess the last one?
Did the bitch on the phone know that I didn't dial a 1?
No.
Then credit me. Stupid. And then when you dial a 1 and you're not supposed to, they bitch at you for that. It's like, oh, I went the extra mile. I worked a little harder doing your job, and now you're bitching at me because I went too far.
Yes.
Bitch. And, of course, it's a female voice. Ever hear a guy come on and go, hey, you worked too hard?
No.
It's always a nasty bitch sitting in a pool of plasma in her pants. I forget. I have to dial a 1 with this or not?
It shouldn't be it's a mobile phone. You should not have to. Unless it's long distance.
What'd I just dial?
I don't know. Can't see.
Please enter your account code now. We're sorry. You have entered an invalid account code.
What is it? Screw it. Let them cut them out. Dan, can you take care of that in there? Thank you. Did you have your wisdom teeth taken out?
I had 4 teeth pulled when I got braces.
When was that?
13, when I was 13.
So you still have your wisdom teeth?
Yes. Like 4 up here by the canines.
You had those pulled out?
Pulled out completely the same day.
Why?
I had too many teeth, so they had to make way for the braces to straighten up.
How many teeth did you have?
I had 4 too many.
You had 36 teeth?
Yes.
Freak.
I'm not a freak.
Freak.
I'm not a freak.
Your body was getting prepared for eating at 13.
It's not. No. I had braces. So.
You had 36 teeth?
I just had too many teeth, yeah. But now they're nice and straight.
Nature was getting warmed up.
No.
We're going to need extra teeth.
I don't eat a lot.
Although the teeth looked at each other and go, we're going to need a bigger head.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, that was one of the worst, if you want to call it surgery, one of the worst surgeries I could ever imagine when they had to take my wisdom teeth out. Because then I got the dry socket.
Oh, man. Oh.
I remember coming home that day. I had to miss work, and I'm in the apartment, and I had a roommate, and we had people that lived above us, and all I could hear was them stomping around. And I called Eric at work and went, do me a favor. Either A, call the apartment complex and tell the elephants to stop doing the cha-cha upstairs, or kill them. Oh, that was the same guy that went outside and cut the T-tops out of his car with a hacksaw.
Oh, Jesus.
He lived right above us. Called him Mr. Hacksaw.
I see.
He walked out one day with what do you call those white crayon things that you can, like an oil pencil, whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Paint pencil?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Drew exactly where he was going to cut out the T-top with his hacksaw. I'll be damned. Took his Monte Carlo and turned it into a T-top.
And didn't fill the hole with anything?
I never saw anything else.
Jesus.
Is that her?
A gay neighbor set their apartment on fire last night. Upstairs.
Should use more lube.
I swear I hear all the stomping around. I get out of the shower and I hear the fire alarm going off. You know that.
Hold on a second. That's her dentist? Oh. What's his name? Dr. Wallace. Hi, Dr. Wallace.
Hi.
Lindsay's already in the chair?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, I'm here.
Oh, okay. So who do I have, Lindsay or Dr. Wallace?
Both. We're on
Hi.
the party line.
Are you taking, how many, are you taking all 4 teeth out?
Oh, no, just one little one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you take all of them out at the same time?
Because 2 of them, she doesn't have,
Right.
she's missing one.
Shut up, Lindsay.
She's missing one, and the other 2 are in good position.
How do you miss a wisdom tooth?
Some people don't grow them.
Really?
You got unlucky.
Oh, no.
I've been
Yeah.
listening to you.
Yeah, they took all of them out of me, and and a couple of them they had to cut out.
I see. Well, Lindsay's going to have nothing that rugged occur.
Are you going to give her any gas?
Only, if I have gastric distress.
I love gas. Mm-hmm. Oh, I get it. You're going to toot in her face. You zany dentist.
Did they put you out for your surgery?
He gave me gas.
Gas.
You know what? When you do gas, you could install a uterus. I wouldn't care. I love gas.
Yep.
And the great thing is, if you feel yourself starting to get sick or whatever, you just either start breathing through your mouth or you take it off your nose.
That's right.
You get caught up, and then you go back. I don't get anything done anymore without gas.
It's better living through chemistry.
Absolutely. How long before she's done?
About 15 minutes.
What's the recovery time going to be just on this one tooth?
Well, she could go back to work this afternoon if she needs to.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I can't be taking her out if she's got the dry socket.
No, that's not going to happen to her because it's a top tooth, which doesn't happen to him.
Oh, okay. Lindsay, you still there?
Yes.
Are you drugged up?
Yes.
What did they give you?
Nothing. I self-prescribed myself.
Oh, what'd you give yourself?
I haven't told Dr. Wallace yet, but I popped a Vicodin.
Oh, well, that's probably okay.
Is that okay, Dr. Wallace?
Sure.
Cool.
I popped a Vicodin, and then right before I came in, I screwed my gas cap, and I huffed. So I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Take them all out. Chrome them, stick them back in.
Actually, the traditional is a shot of whiskey, but that's, kind of
I understand. As a doctor, you probably wouldn't recommend that.
No.
Okay. Well, what part of town are you in?
We're in North Arlington.
Okay. All right. Well, Lindsay, I'll talk to you after when you're not stoned.
Thanks for calling, Russ.
Yes, oh, well. All right. Thank you, Dr. Wallace.
You bet.
Bye.
All right. Yeah, I can't be kissing no chick with dry socket.
No. Nor a boyfriend.
Huh?
She has a boyfriend.
Yeah, we don't know that. Dan said he's not sure. Oh, you're sure?
She's living with him.
She really living with him?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just kidding. I'm making faces at me. She's cutie.
Very nice. Very cute.
Mm. Yes, Elizabeth?
Russ, I can honestly agree with you on this one. I had my wisdom teeth, 4 of them, taken out when I was in college. And since then, I've had a child. I would rather have more children than get my wisdom teeth taken out again.
If you get you're right. If you get if they're impacted and they have to go in and cut them out, I'm telling you, the recovery time, you cry.
They had to cut him out, and they hadn't finished the fourth one when I started waking up, and they had to put me back under. Then 2 of them became impacted.
Is it almost over? How long, because my brother, when he had his taken out, he was eating fried chicken that night. I ate fruit dessert. It was a Gerber's baby food. Yeah. I ate that for like 2 weeks.
I ended up losing 15 pounds because I didn't eat instant shakes for like a month.
Yeah.
It was horrible. It was horrible. I went through natural childbirth, and I would rather do it again than have my wisdom teeth taken out again.
Why would you does natural childbirth mean they don't give you anything?
Well, actually...
Or do you just hang by the tree?
I had an epidural, and my left leg went to sleep.
What's an epidural?
And that was it.
Not sure.
And when they came back to do it again, it was too late.
What's an epidural?
Where they put the needle in your spine.
Bye. Could have just said they did something.
Yeah, epidural and episiotomy. That's where they cut it.
They cut your tooth, your twat?
They cut, yeah, so to keep it from ripping. It's better to cut it.
Quit! Honest to God.
If it rips, it doesn't.
I mean it. I get it. If it rips, it's bad.
Yes, it's harder to put back together.
Okay. Because because it's not a clean cut.
Correct.
I've gone to the bathroom before I thought I was going to have one of those, an episiotomy. I did. Sometimes they're just so huge and it's coming out and you're going, oh, you're crying? And we've talked about this, to where you try and sometimes you get your finger trying to push it back in.
Right.
You think, all right, maybe it's too done. Or you push it back in and you punch on your butt hoping you break it up. I thought one time I was going to have to get a C-section to get that dookie out. I was going to have a scar right over my ass. What's that scar over your butt? That's my C-section. That's the dookie came too soon. Oh. Yep. Makes my eyes water thinking about it.
And you think back to what you possibly could have eaten that has become that solidified.
Yeah. So you try and go out of your way never to eat that again. Because, it's coming out and it's painful. And you're thinking, did I eat sacrete?
Yes. You're running through your menu for the last 24 hours going, what was it?
Obviously, I had a couple of glasses of sacrete. Yeah. With that metal reinforced stuff that they stick in there. Is that rebar?
Rebar.
Yeah, because you can feel it as it's coming out. It's got that sticker feeling on it. What's Tasso's on?
He seems a little paranoid about the Lindsay thing.
All right. What's the matter, Tassos?
What is this taking her out thing, Russ?
What do you care?
She's my producer. What do you mean, what do I care?
I'm just asking. Hey, what do you got planned for the show this weekend?
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
Hopefully somebody who can produce for me if she hasn't been gotten pissed off from you banging her and then she leaves.
Dan said she's got a boyfriend. She's already living with him.
So? I know how you are.
You have no idea.
You bang married chicks.
How long you been in radio?
About a year.
Really?
Yeah.
And you don't think right now that by calling up and copping an attitude that you're Goldberging up?
Oh.
I just don't want to lose a producer that we looked hard for. That's all. It's my only concern. She can actually produce and add something to the show. I'd like to keep her.
Hold on a second. We're laughing at me.
Wow.
What?
Nothing. Not a single thing.
All right. I'm not doing anything. I just called to wish her well with her teeth getting cut out.
You said something about taking her out.
I was just, that's a joke because she's got a boyfriend.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is.
No, I saw the way you looked at her.
How are your parents?
They're fine, thank you.
How's the business there in Denton?
The business is fine. You can't bang my producer.
What's the name of the place in Denton?
MG's Restaurant and Brewery in Denton.
Yeah. What street's that on?
That's on University.
Right.
Yes.
It's a fine business, isn't it?
It is.
Your parents run that, don't they?
Yes. And you can't have my producer.
I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
We're just having a nice little conversation.
I'm sure you are.
We have a producer.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Right. Of course, our producer is a Goldberg in a punch bowl, but that's no big deal.
You know, maybe it's not that you want her. Maybe it's just that you have a lack of options.
Damn.
What?
Nothing.
Thank you. A lack of options?
Yeah.
Are you getting ugly?
No. Just everyone else here has left the building, so the first new girl that walks in that's cute, you've got to go after her. Please, for me, if for anything else, which I'm sure you won't do it anyway, but just don't bang. Don't do anything.
All right, I understand.
Because I'd like to keep her around.
She seems like a little cutie. I'm sure you would okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
I will.
How's your diet coming?
It's going well.
Have you lost any weight?
I don't know. It's only been 3 days.
Have you weighed yourself?
No.
You should weigh.
I should?
Because even if you see only a half a pound, that's encouragement, and you want to keep doing what you're doing. If you're not weighing and you're not keeping track, you don't see your progress. You got to see progress to move.
I have felt more comfortable. How's that?
That's fine, but
okay.
I would get a scale and start weighing yourself.
Okay.
And you know what?
Lindsay.
Something else?
What?
I'm going to bang her.
No.
Yes, I am. We do news yet?
We have not.
Oh. Oh, Mark Davis. We can't do news? Oh. Well, let me talk to Mark and then we'll take a break. Hi, Mark.
Hey, man. How you doing?
Well, congratulations on the little thingy you had.
Thank you very much. We are literally on the way from the hospital, home from the hospital right now.
What is it that you had?
I think the jargon is that it is a boy.
And his name is?
Ethan Lee Davis. He arrived day before yesterday, 8 pounds, 6 ounces. And here's what made everybody's eyes pop out. 22 inches long, so future NBA star maybe.
22 inches.
Almost a couple of feet. That's a tall baby.
It's a big baby.
It really is.
How tall?
I just hope he's not as worthless as like Sean Bradley.
How tall are you?
6'3".
Okay. I didn't know you were that tall.
5'9".
Because anytime I've ever seen you, you were drunk and slumped over, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah, at which point I was probably about 5'2". But upright, I'm 6'3", every bit of it. It was unbelievable.
And how's the mother?
She is great, and it was not easy. It was a hard labor, and we were staring down the barrel of a
You were not in the room when this happened, were you?
No, of course I was in the room. I was there for the entire deal.
And did you watch the baby come out of the birth canal?
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Why?
Wanted to.
I videotaped.
Why would anybody want record of that? Because you can't show it to anybody.
Well, I didn't videotape from that end. I didn't videotape from the doctor's end. I was up by her head.
You don't need to be getting up there like the Discovery Channel.
No, wouldn't.
Well, where were you, Mark? Were you down on the business end of the kid?
Not, I wasn't, down in the catcher's crouch or anything like that. But I was actually at one side, doing the coaching, doing the
helping her breathe
so she could push, and I watched him from the moment of his arrival, you could say.
Did you get to cut the cord?
As a matter of fact, no, because it was as I said, a really difficult labor, and he was quite frankly stuck for a few minutes.
Why would he want to cut the cord?
And so there were some oxygenation issues, and so they needed to get him on the oxygen immediately.
Gotcha.
But 3 minutes later, everything was fine. But at the moment of birth, they had to get him on the table in lightning fast.
Gotcha.
If it were me and my kid and I was in there,
right,
that cord would still be on it 18 years later.
Well,
I would pass
have
out.
Another experience from 11 and a half years ago. I did cut the cord for my daughter, and the thing is, it's amazing how, pardon me here, how tough and meaty that thing
is. It is. What do you mean tough and meady?
Well, you think it's just some sinewy little thing like you're cutting a really thick piece
I don't even know what that word means.
Pasta-like.
Okay. Sinewy.
But think about all the stuff that's had to flow through there and how tough that really does have to do, tough it has to be, and the job it has to do.
Yeah, you almost have to saw it.
The amount of nutrients and the stuff that's in there.
I got it. I understand. It's an umbilical cord.
There, man.
Yeah.
It's tough.
It's like the one from NASA.
There you go.
Got it. I'm really getting nauseous.
I was in there for both my kids. It's really.
Well, with a kid that big, did they have to do the ecclesiastical thing?
Yes, the ecclesiastical procedure. Yes, they did, and it was. It's kind of funny. I don't know if the bar's moving on this in terms of what's really a big kid. 8'6". That's a good sized kid.
I think I was 8 pounds.
I was 7'9". My daughter was 6'12". You know, so that's a pretty good sized kid. But once you get past 8, yeah, you're probably going to have some surgical help there, as they say. But there are like 4 levels of episiotomy, like, you know, from 0 when you don't need it all, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, I think, is where they, you know, cut you around the back of your neck.
Yeah, that's where your tutor and your front end meet.
Exactly. This is a middle of the road. If there is such a thing as a middle of the road episiotomy,
was she screaming a lot?
No, she was. I was. Thank God for the decision, whatever made by the Lord Almighty, to have women do this. They are so tough, and this notion of the weaker sex is complete nonsense. And,
no. They go through that because they deserve it.
No, stop it,
Mark.
True though that may be, it's
thank you.
Improper to say. Stop it.
Ethan. Who is Ethan?
Who is he?
Well, I mean, where did the name come from?
We liked it. That is it. Lee, however, is my grandmother's middle name and my wife's maiden name. So that one was the real significant one. But just as my parents didn't name me after anybody, you know, we didn't name it after a living soul. Think about that. This is most likely me being 45 and Lisa being 35.
It's going to be college by the time we get off the phone.
We're going to make. So as soon as we decide to name it after somebody, especially in the family, can you imagine the waves of bitterness from people that we didn't name them after?
Absolutely. That's why I'm sterile.
No, see, that ends all arguments right there.
I don't have any problems. You know what? The ratings came out today. I don't have midday, so I can't tell you what you did.
I already know what I did.
Oh, well, how did you do?
I kicked talk show ass.
Really?
Yes.
They already have the...
Very proud.
They already have the breakdown for 9 to noon?
Well, what we have is, it's funny, you know, it's 6 to 10. It's kind of like, you know, a big-time, old-time music radio boss jock time frames. 6 to 10, 10 to 3, 3 to 7. Right. So I am 1 hour of morning drive and 2 hours of middays, technically, and they both were nicely and seriously up, especially middays. So I'm guessing that's pretty good news for me and pretty good news for Mr. Limbaugh, who never seems to be able to trip. So there we are.
Well, then congratulations on everything in general.
And the same back to you, man. You guys are, you know, a pretty amazing little project in the works, and you're obviously a huge.
Yes, I am. I can't take any more of that.
Just once.
I can't.
Say goodbye to somebody.
I wished him well. I said good luck on the kids.
He was 7 seconds from wrapping up.
No, he wasn't. Oh my God. This kid's going to be 14 before they find out if he can talk.
Mark will take a breath.
Yeah. All right. What, Dan? 7? Son's cord. Oh. All right, we'll take this and we'll break, Eddie. Well, congratulations again to Mark Davis and his lovely wife. Yes, Matt?
Yeah, boss. Something nasty. My son, he's 11 weeks old. My wife, she had a C-section, and when I cut the umbilical cord, that blood squirted all.
Thanks.
You're all right.
That's why I couldn't be in the operating room. Unless I had, like, springs all over me.
Bounce back up.
Yeah.
They say some dads do pass out when they see it. Then, of course, you have the afterbirth that comes out, which is just a big ball of blood and guck.
Well, that didn't sound so bad. And what do you do with that?
You throw that away.
How come?
Because that's just a big ball of blood and guck.
Now, what is the afterbirth? Was that like his little bubble he was living in?
Yeah, a placenta, I believe. That's what they call it. I don't know. All I know is a bunch of stuff comes out afterwards. You think you're having another baby because it's just a big glop of junk.
All this glump comes out. Hey, stick that one back in. No, really. This first one, this one looks okay. Put that glump back in. Maybe you had a squid. Put that in. No, baby, don't look. The second one ain't done. But look at that. We had a baby and a Totino's.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show. Call Russ now at 214-787-1053.
Baby got back. Baby got back.
All right.
Baby
417. J.D. Ryan is here. Eddie Boyd. Dan O'Malley. Yeah. Trey Trenholm. KLLI Food Traffic. You're just forgetting somebody. All right. Yeah, let's see. Yes, Alex?
What's up, boss?
No.
I stacked a Lincoln log one time the size of Louis Armstrong and split my rear end open up inside.
Did you really?
Yeah, and I went 6 months with some excruciating pain back there, and finally got the courage and went to the doctor. He was a friend of mine. He opened me up, looked inside there, and he could, my God, man, how have you been walking? He said, you got a split up there.
Thank you. It's a dandy story. I'd love to hear it again, but I'm busy.
How do you know you could do that?
What, split yourself?
Yeah.
Well, obviously, at one point or another, something's going to come out that wasn't meant for that portal.
Man.
I mean, it's just physics.
Yeah. But
something's got to give. Obviously, babies come out, and they're too big.
Yeah.
I don't need more birth talk. No more doogie talk, no more birth talk. We're done with that. Time for news.
Okay.
Time for big people talk. Hi, Scott.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you?
Well, boss man, I just wanted to tell you I appreciate all the support and encouragement we get from your show, and also, that today is Captain Monet's memorial 1 year anniversary, and I just want to tell you we appreciate it out here.
Are you with White Settlement?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay, and that was Vicky?
Yeah, Vicky, his wife.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, she was the one we sent the check to. Well, you're more than welcome. It was very kind of you to remember us.
Well, like I said, we definitely appreciate y'all's support out here on the street because there's not many of y'all that do, so we certainly appreciate it.
Well, you're more than welcome, and we appreciate the job that you do.
Well, if y'all ever need anything, just let me know.
Certainly will.
I have voicemail and PD.
Okay.
All right, thank you,
Thank you, sir.
All right, bye-bye.
It seemed like it's been a year since we issued a check for that.
It sure doesn't. I was just thinking that.
Well, let me pull up my website really quick. Charities. Scott Monier. April 30th, 2002 is when I sent the letter out, so took about a week or so to get it.
It's 24th.
Actually, we got it out in under a week. That was pretty quick. That's what I like about that foundation. All I have to do now is just fax a request.
Perfect.
And they know, because we've got the National Heritage Foundation is the umbrella. They cover all this. They charge like 2% a year for administrative costs, so I don't have to do anything. I just fill out the paperwork. I keep track of the deposits, send it to them. They do all the legal stuff. But now they know if they get a fax from me, they know exactly what it's for, and they speed up the process.
Excellent.
All right. Ready for news?
Yeah, certainly.
Oh, and I had another lovely argument last night. You remember Dewana ran that compatibility thing for the chick and me that I'm going out with now?
Mm-hmm.
Now she's asking me about different things in the compatibility test. What does this mean? How come? Where is this problem going to come from? I went, it's not real. It's for entertainment purposes. Okay. You know, that's the only reason I let her do it, just to see what the hell I was going to say.
Same thing happened when she ran it for me and that girlfriend of mine. Same exact thing. She started picking it apart. What's this mean? What does that mean? I don't even know you were that way.
Is this the one with the alien implant in her jaw?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the one that Dewana introduced me to. And then...
Now, when Dewana introduced you to, did she know that this chick had the alien implant in her jaw?
Yeah.
And she introduced you to anyway?
Yeah, I mean, the girl other than having the alien implant...
Yeah, you could stop there.
She was...
There's nothing else to say. She had an alien implant.
She was a businesswoman. A normal person. Well, she was. But, yeah, we argued about that. Finally, I threw the damn thing away.
The implant?
No. Your girlfriend. No, the compatibility study.
Now, did she say she was actually... I know we talked about this last week. Did she say she was actually abducted?
They came into her bedroom, and she remembers this 6 months to a year after it happened. So
okay.
You didn't wake up and go, damn.
Well, how did she know that it was 6 months to a year after?
I don't know. But these memories came back slowly.
Okay.
Apparently. The aliens come in your bedroom. She levitated over the bed.
Mm-hmm.
They put the implant in her jaw.
Why they have to lift her up, stick it in her jaw?
Do not know. No idea why, what, when, any of this.
Okay.
How they got in the house. Why they didn't break anything. I don't know how any of this happens or if it all happens in your head.
Okay.
This is her story.
Got it.
Levitated, put the thing in there, did some other tests on her. She said nothing sexual, and then she woke up and didn't remember for several months. And then slowly but surely the memory started coming back.
A lot of people tell that same story. I don't know if it's because somebody's heard it, and now it's just kind of in your subconscious, and then you use that later.
She had nothing to gain by telling me this. In fact, everything to lose. She wasn't, she wasn't looking to be on Jerry Springer or anything.
Well, that's a first-class ticket to Springer.
It is, but she only told people that were close to her. Maybe she wasn't.
Did she ever do anything under hypnosis?
I think with Dewana she did.
Dewana don't count.
Well, I'm just under regular hypnosis now.
Yeah.
Dewana would know more because I believe, like I said, Dewana, I believe also has been implanted.
No, she doesn't.
She is not.
I asked her the other day.
Okay.
She said she was listening and trying to call in, but her phone went dead.
Okay. Well, she knows more of the story than I do because after that I quit asking.
Babes to Space Spook. Is your two-way not working?
I don't know where it is. I haven't seen it.
What do you mean you don't know where it is?
I haven't seen it.
Go find it.
My desk. I can't find it.
What do you got in your hand?
More ratings.
Oh, let me see. Well, that's mornings. I don't want mornings. Oh, yeah, I do. I want to see how some of that crap I've been listening to this week. Well, look at that. Men 1834 in the afternoons.
Yes.
That is right. Yeah. Number one.
Very nice.
With a 10.1 share.
A what?
10.1.
That's pretty ridiculous.
Yes, it is.
It's almost gross.
That makes me laugh.
And is our time spent listening still high?
I didn't even look. Let's see here. Time spent listening. It's not the highest it has been. It's about 7 hours, which is still absurd.
It's still ridiculous.
The next closest station to us has let's see. KLNO is number 2 in Men 1834. And their TSL time spent listening is 4 hours. Average seems to be about... Looking at all the stations, about an hour and a half.
Right. That's
maybe
good.
An hour. That's how long somebody would listen in the course of a week.
A week.
About an hour. Ours is almost 7 hours. Person's 1834. Time spent listening is 7 hours. Number 1, by the way. Shake that LV boom. And 2554. 6.5 hours. Time spent listening. I could go on and on. I think I will. Time spent listening, person's 2554. I thought I just said that. 6.5 hours. Yeah, okay. I'll look at this later during the break. Were you going to say something else?
No, you called me in here for something.
What I want.
We were talking about Dewana.
Oh, go find me an alien expert. Somebody on alien implants and stuff like that.
Alien expert?
Yes. Alien.
Okay.
And don't try and pull a funny and get somebody Hispanic on. And go find your two-way. I must have access to you at all times. Not in here. Go find it. I'll press the call button and help you.
If it's on, the batteries will be dead. If you left it on yesterday.
Oh. All right. I'm just kind of curious to see if this is a standard story with people who either have been abducted or got the alien implants or whatever.
We tried to get the guy on that did the book, Communion.
What book? I don't know that one.
That's the one about that exact situation that happened.
Maybe she saw the movie.
No,
was it a movie?
It was a book and a movie. And Dewana recommended, after she told the story to Dewana, if I remember correctly, it's been several years, Dewana said, why don't you go read this book? And she read the book, and it was exactly what had happened to her. So she read.
Maybe she saw the movie and forgot.
I don't know.
You'll acknowledge she was a nut.
Yes.
What is it with you dating these nut chicks?
She wasn't a complete nut.
She had an alien implant in her face.
That doesn't what?
It doesn't
make somebody a nut.
What does it make them?
She believed it happened. I don't know if it happened. I don't know. A lot of strange things happen around that house.
Like what?
Just weird things. Water would turn on, lights would turn on, there would be noises in the kitchen. Just stuff was always going on at that house. It was spooky.
And you stayed in the house?
Yeah.
Why?
I even stayed in the house alone when she went to Mexico without me.
Why'd she go to Mexico without you?
She went on vacation.
Yeah.
Without me.
Okay. And then stuff was going on in the house, water turning on and off, and nobody in the house.
No, just me. Her kids weren't there, nobody.
Did you actually watch a faucet come on?
No, I did not. I would leave the bathroom, and I know I'll walk out of a bathroom with the water faucet on full blast, and I'd go away for a minute, walk in the kitchen, and come back, and the water would be on the bathroom. And you know you didn't leave it on.
What year was this?
93.
Isn't that about the time you started drinking? You said the last 10 years.
There's no relation between this and the drinking.
Excuse me?
There's no relation between this and drinking.
Why would you not think?
Well, because it would be the middle of the night, and I would be sober. And
what?
I didn't drink. I didn't drink that much back then, really.
Oh.
As much as I do now.
All right. Well, let's see what Trey can find. This first news?
Yes.
We have time to do this here, Eddie? All right. Just about 4:30. J.D. Rhines on Live 105.3. So
thank you. And you got the audio right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Here we go. Let's see. Thursday, April 24th, 2003. Kelly Clarkson, our own little American Idol, is 21 today.
Do you have the audio from the Dixie Chicks?
The interviews tonight.
Yeah. Channel 8 had a bunch of it today.
Oh, no.
You didn't get any of it?
I didn't get it.
Why not?
Well, it was on the noon news.
Yes.
I was on my way to up here at noon.
Okay, maybe you should. Don't you have a VCR up here?
Yeah. I didn't know they were going to be on under the interviews tonight. I was going to record it tonight.
Well, heaven forbid you watch the noon news.
I was on my way up here. I always come up at noon.
Why don't you tape it?
Okay.
Look at the good audio that you missed. Okay. Natalie Main, or whatever the hell the chick's name is.
Right.
All of a sudden they've turned themselves into victims.
Oh, yeah. I saw that. That's one of my stories in here.
All right. Go ahead.
I have some of the quotes. Cedric the Entertainer's 39, Barbara Streisand 61, Shirley MacLaine 69. Twister overturned mobile homes. Shock late last night, injuring several residents. Storms pounded North and West Texas. Homestead Mobile Park, actually, just 25 miles south of Fort Worth, got the worst of it. A storm hit shortly before 9:30, destroying 48 manufactured or site-built homes in a matter of minutes.
Why would anybody buy a mobile home in Texas?
Because they're cheap.
Well, but you can get an apartment cheap as well.
They want to own their home, but they can't afford a nice.
But you also want to put your and I'm not being condescending here or anything, because I've had relatives live in mobile homes before. Not me. But you would rather own your own home and put your family in danger as opposed to paying the same amount of money and getting an apartment.
I guess.
That didn't make any sense. All right, just take the human element out of it. You run the risk of losing all your stuff.
Yep. They show these people walking through the fields last night picking up.
I saw some of the video today on Channel 8. I mean, just flattened out. I don't get it. You know, if you were living in one of the ancillary states where you don't have to, I gotta stop listening to Mark Davis. One of the side states.
Yeah.
Where you don't have to worry about it, where you're not in Tornado Alley, then a mobile home would be fine. But any part of North Texas, you're asking for it.
I agree. Or as a lake house, a weekend getaway or something, but as your primary home?
Mm-mm. And certainly, if that's the only place that you can go, you don't want that. Hold on. Hi, Jim.
Hey, Russ.
Yes, sir?
I gave $76,000 for my double-wide trailer.
Mm-hmm.
It's built on piers and a concrete foundation. Floors on 16-inch centers. It's got 2x4 walls, just like a house.
Okay.
And you know, single-wide trailers, yeah, they're cheap and shoddy. But my dadgum sure ain't.
Well, but your walls are still aluminum, right?
No, they're tape-textured walls on the inside. It's got what they call a hardy board on the outside. It's like a regular house. It ain't brick, but you know, it's definitely not.
Is it as sturdy as a frame house?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's even more sturdy. It's got, like I said, they drill piers in the ground down to bedrock and pour a foundation to park that trailer on, then they tie it down, tie it to that concrete.
Well, in your case, obviously, you're prepared for this because you know where the hell we're living. But the other people who don't do all of that, I just don't get it.
Well, I think what the deal is, if you group them all together, like a bunch of sheep,
right?
Yeah, then you're going to get killed. Tornadoes, things of that nature. But no, I've got mine out on about 15 acres of land all by its lonesome.
Yeah, you probably said
I can stand naked on my back porch.
Great. Send me a photo.
He just sounded like the guy from King of the Hill when he did that.
Right.
I can stand naked on my back porch. What?
I didn't say anything.
Okay, I'm sorry.
What was he talking about what the walls are made out of?
They're starting to they call them manufactured homes now. They try to make them look as much like a regular house as possible.
Well, I know, but is it still going to be as sturdy as a frame house?
Absolutely not. Well, maybe some frame houses. I can't jump everything together. But
well, you know what I'm saying, a wood house.
Yeah. No, I don't think so, because of the way the wood houses are constructed. These things are still, it's a trailer that they build a house on top of. The walls are extremely thin. I mean, you could push through. It's quarter-inch sheetrock and stuff like that. I mean, it's real thin stuff.
Yeah. And like I said, I'm not bagging on you people in mobile homes. This just doesn't seem to be the place to do it. If that's all you can afford and that's what you want, that's great, but I wouldn't make that my standard home. I'd have an apartment someplace, and I'd wait for home ownership down the road. I didn't buy a house until I was 39. I wanted to make sure I had all the money and I had some place I enjoyed working. So it's not from a vantage point of being disdainful that I look down on you people. I guess it is. Okay.
Oh, but now you probably heard about the 4 U.S. soldiers accused of stashing away $900,000 of Saddam Hussein's
Oh, let them keep it.
For their personal gain. Well, that might have been only the start. Army investigators found 3 more metal boxes of cash, total $12 million. They believe the soldiers put those boxes aside to clean them out when the coast was clear. As the Pentagon has stated all along, anything we find belongs to the Iraqi people, which I don't understand. It's U.S. currency. But they think some of the millions should be used as a bonus for American troops. One other note, they found money U.S. troops have stumbled upon the $112 million hidden inside several dog kennels in the same neighborhood as where the first batch was found. So we're up to $768 million in U.S. printed currency.
Why can't they keep it? They found it.
Because we said everything that we find, we're going to leave for the Iraqi people. We're not going to raid the country.
But that's U.S. currency.
I agree.
That's ours. Let them keep it.
I agree.
Well, you know what? The Iraqis are starting to piss me off. We want you out of here. Oh, that's right. We come in and we make things right. And you love us. Now all of a sudden, you want us gone.
That's true.
And we're pissing you off. How about if we go dig up Saddam, give him back to you? Do you like him?
A leading doctor has warned that SARS virus could be more devastating than AIDS. Dr. Patrick Dickinson called on world governments to act to stamp out the threat from the deadly respiratory illness. AIDS spreads slowly, so we can track it and plan for it, according to this doctor. We have effective antiviral drugs which can prolong life. He's called on world leaders to address the problem as a matter of national security. The government yesterday advised Britons not to travel to Toronto, Hong Kong, and many Chinese provinces because of the SARS. A riveting night of basketball turned out splendidly for the Mavericks when 2 members of their Big Three were virtual bystanders in Game 1, came up huge. Steve Nash poured in 28 points, and Michael Finley stoked the Mavericks' emotional fires as they withstood a frantic effort by Portland. They won 103-99, so now they're 2-0.
Oh, wait a minute. The Mavericks won?
Yes. 103-99.
All right, so I lost. Did you lose, Eddie? Oh.
I won. Both.
No, you didn't.
I bet Mavericks and,
did you?
And the over.
Oh, so I bet on whoever the Mavericks were playing, and I bet over.
You bet Portland.
No, what?
Everyone broke even. Well, actually, everyone lost juice because the Mavs didn't cover.
We lost to who?
So you won the game because it was Mavs -6.
Oh, I did?
Yes, but you lost. You bet the under. It was over.
I bet over.
No, you bet under.
I bet over. You wrote it down wrong. Because the over-under was like 128, wasn't it?
No, it was like 192.
Whatever. I still said over. Didn't I say over?
Yes.
See? Eddie never lies for me.
Actually, I take that back. Just looking at it, you did bet the over. So you won.
See?
Good.
All right, so, wait a minute. The Mavericks won, though. How'd I do that?
Oh, that's right. Hold on. No, Mavericks won, but they were getting your team. You bet Portland. They were getting 6 points. They didn't cover the 6. So
okay, so the Mavericks didn't win by more than 6.
Right.
Okay, and then I bet over.
Yes.
Okay, so I got $200 coming.
Yes.
Good. And JD lost.
Yes.
Perfect. God. $200 that I won just almost covers your new monitor. Jesus. The monitor, which I believe, so far I haven't heard a sincere thank you for.
I said thank you, but
all I know is on my way into work, I check my messages and I get stuff like,
you know, this is really funny. You're not going to get me pissed because that's what you want. You want me to scream and holler. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to. But on the other hand,
just because you come into work and there's a spear through your computer monitor,
that's not funny though.
Why is it not funny?
Because I didn't know you bought me another monitor.
So
how am I supposed to work? How am I supposed to get something done? I walked around this building for an hour and a half trying to see someone's computer.
I didn't know that Eddie had an appearance and was going to get here late.
Well,
what time did you get here, Eddie?
I didn't either.
2 o'clock.
About 2?
A little bit after.
Okay. That was my fault. I thought Eddie was going to be here.
Well, I didn't know at the time. And Trey didn't tell me. Did he know?
I don't believe so. I can't remember. It was a busy day for me.
Seriously, this is getting stupid. You also said, I found it very interesting that you say that you're not going to tear up people's personal property. That monitor is my personal property.
Sounds like he's going to cry then.
I bought that, okay? It's not the Russ Martin Show.
Obviously
monitor.
somebody with anger problems.
You're going to say, well, those monitors in the building. I purchased that. It's an oversized monitor.
Certainly no reason to become this angry.
Retarded.
It's just a computer monitor, isn't it?
Yes.
No, I'm not going to play your little game.
Do you see the irony in this?
What?
Yesterday was you and me talking about Trey.
Yeah. Well, but, you didn't just completely destroy his desk, and it wasn't his desk. You did completely destroy the monitor, and
you got a new one.
I didn't.
And you got a new one. Did Trey get a new desk?
No.
You petty little bitch.
I didn't know at this time that I was making these phone calls that you bought me a monitor.
Why would I destroy something of yours and not get you a new one?
Because you want to.
No.
Because it's in your office.
It's not. I didn't buy that. I didn't buy your monitor.
I didn't know it at the time.
Are you bitching that you didn't have enough room space on that desk that I gave you?
Yes, you did. I'll buy it from you.
So I thought since the birthday present that I got for you went awry and you got screwed on that deal.
Yes, I did.
That I would get you a monitor.
Thank you. It's very nice. I appreciate it. I didn't know it when I was making these phone calls. You can't be mad at me for anything I say.
Oh, yes, I can.
No, you cannot.
Yes, I can. Might I throw the ratings in your face? Yes, I can.
Okay.
Next message.
I want you to call me on my cell phone.
And for someone to profess to be a man of God, you sure are liquid with throwing GD out a lot.
I need to watch my mouth, you're right.
Do you do that in church?
No.
Why not?
Because it's inappropriate at any time, even...
Thank you.
Even when I'm angry.
Before you come in place, how do you expect me to get the work done? How do you expect me to when it comes time for news today? Are you have your news ready?
Are you going to cry right here?
No.
You sound like you're going to cry.
No, I'm not going to cry. I'm just angry. And I'm trying to not scream because I know that's what you want.
Are you have your news ready?
I think you can cry right there.
I'm not going to cry.
Are you have your news ready?
I don't even know what you just said.
I said when it comes time and you say, do you have your news ready?
Mm-hmm. You're going to say...
News ready? No, I don't. I don't have anything ready. All the computers, I can't even work upstairs. All the computers up here.
Wait a minute. Who's mad at me? Line 4? They mad at me? Oh, good. Line 4. Hi, Amy.
Hello.
How are you?
Oh, I'm fine.
Good.
I think you need to quit picking on JD.
What did I do? I gave him a brand new computer monitor.
I don't care. That's not the point.
Yes, it is. That's absolutely the point. We had a little surprise. You know what? Everybody likes a little surprise in their life, and that's exactly what it was.
Well, you know what? That's not a surprise.
Hey, did he get a brand new? Was he wanting? Did he get something for no reason? Just because he's my friend, I got him a brand new flat screen computer monitor. And for yes, it is. Yes, it. Hold on a second. Hold on. Slow down. Hold on. Slow down. I'm going to try it right here. Okay. Hit the timer.
Here we go.
All right. Go ahead, Amy. Make your point.
I said my 5-year-old's acting more mature than you are. That's not the point. Point being...
Well, let's slow down. Let's slow down. Mary, let's discuss this maturely.
I'm being mature. either.
I understand, but you're going to need to slow down. So when I'm talking, you'll have to listen, and vice versa. How far have I gone so far?
20 seconds.
Is that thing broken?
No.
All right. So you keep saying that's not the point. Let's get to the point. What is the point?
Point being, don't touch his personal property that he bought with his money. Leave JD's stuff alone. He bought it, so leave it alone.
I just want to make sure that you got your whole point out. Is that it?
Yes, go ahead. I'm listening.
There's nothing to say. You may actually, you may have a valid viewpoint here.
You know.
What the hell?
52 seconds.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Can we add that to the minute 26 I had earlier?
No, it's got to be straight.
I can't do 10 minutes a night.
I know.
What?
What happened to 15?
We decided.
Oh, 15, that's too long. That's absurd. Really, that's retarded. That's bad radio. To let these morons go on and on and on and yap for 15 minutes, there's no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
No. A minute and a half earlier was painful.
Yeah.
That's me.
I can't see which fingers. You're doing the Dan Lewis meat hooks. All right, I got that. Line 8. How we doing, Eddie? Of course we do. Why would we not? I'm surprised we even talk. Yes, Carol?
Russ?
Yes, ma'am.
You need to learn how to apologize. Practical jokes are cute and funny sometimes, but sometimes they go too far, and JD's very upset.
Well, what would you consider... Go ahead, hit the timer.
At the time.
What would you consider too far? I would consider too far if someone actually got hurt or injured.
Well,
would you agree?
Let me answer.
Well, would you agree to that?
Too far means...
Would you agree to that?
That I would agree that that's your definition.
No, I'm just asking, would you agree that that would be an event where it's gone too far?
It's gone too far if the person...
Would you answer the damn question? How long was that?
26 seconds.
If the ratings here ever suck and I lose this job, I'm screwed.
Why?
Where else am I going to go?
Ratings are never going to suck.
I know. But where am I going to go? I'm going to go do regular talk radio?
Oh, no.
They want you to be nice and listen to people.
Mm-hmm. Have a resolution. Have a thank you, goodbye, goodbye.
That's horse. Hi, Bob.
Hey.
Yes.
Russ?
Yes.
You're on what?
Okay.
I'm counting too. I'm sorry.
Oh, right.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
Dan asked Gail to hold on for a second. Thank you. What do you want?
Oh, is that all I get? Is it what do you want?
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
After all this time, that's all you have to say to me?
All of what time?
All of this time. All
What?
the time that I've known you. All the time you put me on hold.
What? How many times has she been on the show? Has she ever come on?
How many times have you asked me to come on the show?
You hold on for a second. I ain't talking to you. Have we ever had her on?
I don't believe so.
I can't remember. No. You've never been on the show. And then you sat out in the lobby, and because all heads didn't turn and stare at the lovely Heather Hayes.
Okay, that is not true.
That's the way the email read. Thanks for the brush off is what you sent.
That is kind of how the email read, isn't it?
Yes.
No, because you guys are working, and it'd be like if somebody came to my work and expected me, I don't want to interrupt anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys were working.
That's not what the email said. The email said, thanks for the brush off, didn't it? Yep. I looked in and waved and nothing back.
Well, I figure a wave, that's at least worthy of a wave back. I get nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So, there.
You dating anybody right now?
Am I what?
You dating anybody right now?
Of course I'm dating somebody right now. My same guy.
Why?
Oh, because we're in love. Isn't it wonderful? It's spring and the birds are singing and everything is fabulous.
See, I heard you guys broke up.
No. It's a vicious rumor.
Okay.
Vicious and evil. No, we're still together almost
I'm
7
getting
years.
nauseous. Uh-huh.
Almost 7 years.
I'm going to go back and
How
talk
are you
about
doing?
afterbirth and more.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
You got a cool car, Batmobile, very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. Are you mad at me?
No, why would I be mad?
I don't want you to be mad at me. I did think you blew me off the other day.
Is that why you kept hanging around in the lobby, hoping somebody would come out and say something?
And notice how nobody came to talk to me. I was all alone.
Weren't you just on the air with the midday show?
Yes, I was. And then they were done with me and threw me in the lobby. And then I sat there.
Oh, so you were actually done, and there was no reason for you to be in the lobby. See? That's exactly what she was doing. She's sitting out there acting like, well, I actually have something I'm doing. I haven't seen this magazine yet. I must read this now.
I've got to read it now. I've got to read it now. 10 Ways to Catch a Guy. I had to read that article. No, because a girlfriend of mine, Tina Ray, who's a singer, she was talking to Bob McNeil, and they were getting to know each other, so I was actually waiting for her.
I actually have her CD in here.
What do you think?
Did I listen to...
Yeah, we listened to it.
She's great.
Mm-hmm. Did I listen to all of it?
You sort of talked over it, but...
Oh. Hold on.
It's only got 3 songs on it. Right now. This is just the copy to give away.
Is she married?
She, you know what? It took me a second. Yes, she is married. She's a second marriage. I almost said she wasn't married.
You've been dating 7 years. You're about ready to get rid of him, aren't you?
Something like that. Are we common law now? I think he and I are common law.
Are you living together?
Oh, yeah.
Do you present yourself as being married? Do you have a joint bank account?
Well, I'm not answering all those questions.
You need to, according to Everett, you have to meet like 3 different rules to be considered common law.
Oh, well, I don't know if we meet all those rules.
Why is it when I saw you at the Sapango or whatever, you didn't have him with you?
He's a big fisherman. He was probably out fishing that weekend.
That's
he will be
exactly
with me at Sapango tomorrow night. Why don't you come to Sapango?
I don't want to.
Why not?
I don't want to.
You can meet my friend on the CD. You meet Tina.
She's married.
Her husband's in California.
Oh.
She might need an escort for the weekend.
So far, I don't see anything that interests me here.
Come on.
Mm-mm. Wait, let me guess. Are you guys into sweeps now?
They start in a few minutes, as a matter of fact.
What did I tell you?
I know.
Hey, it just dawned on me because I was watching Channel 8 today.
Yeah.
And Scott Sams was on. And they only stick his fat ass on during sweeps. Why, I don't know. They should just keep it. They should keep it. Well, I would much rather look at Alexa Konomos, whatever.
Yeah, she's good looking.
Than him.
She's very pretty.
I don't know why they keep dragging him in for the ratings. And he's not losing any weight.
No.
I don't know what the hell diet he's on, but he's not on a low fat one.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Alexa is very pretty. Yes, as a matter of fact, I'll just swing back to this point. It is ratings tonight on Fox 4 News at 9. You want to hear what we have? Great story. I'm going to tell you about this. It's called Cosmoderm. It's a lunch hour facelift. How perfect is that? You just run into the doctor.
Have you had that?
No, but give me a little time. Maybe a couple of years. You just run in during lunch. They fill in the wrinkles and gaps in your face and back to work. And you look 10 years younger.
Could you hold on just for a half second? Sorry. You know what? At least I tell you when I'm baking air biscuits.
I didn't want to interrupt you.
Well, you could, wave your hands, do something. Okay. Stick your fingers up to your nose to let me that an air biscuit's floating my way. God. All right, so how much does this procedure cost?
I don't know. You have to tune in tonight at 9. John Hammerly will tell us all about it.
I can't tune in tonight at 9.
Why?
I'm watching Channel 11.
Thank you. See, this is why I don't come in the studio. You got stuff going on in there that I'm just not sure I want to know about or be a part of or smell. And then you watch Channel 11.
So do people stop and just stare at you every place that you go because of the stunning beauty?
Are you kidding me? Stop it.
Why?
Because how do I respond to that?
I don't know.
I don't either. Because that's silly.
Well, where else do you go? You go to the Sapango. What are some of your other hangouts?
You know where I'm going Saturday night?
Where?
Cowboys Red River. I love that place.
Is that a meat place?
I love that place. They have a bull. You can ride the bull.
Who's performing Saturday?
I don't know.
Just a house band, okay.
Anybody is. I don't know.
What time you go on TV?
Well, I think I'm supposed to go on in about 5 minutes after Judge Judy. Clarice and Barron do the 5, then I have to jump in for a live tease. Coming up.
Clarice and who?
Baron James.
I don't know who that is.
Turn the TV on. And
I got it. I got on right now. We're watching Judge
Judy?
Yep.
All right.
A couple of fat chicks.
So the first time you... Stop it.
That's what's on.
The first time you're going to see me will be about 5:20, I think.
And what are you going to do?
Actually, no, you won't. It's on tape. You'll see me at 6 o'clock. Just turn on at 6.
Do something so we know that you're giving us a sign.
What do you want me to do?
Stick your finger up your nose all the way to a knuckle.
That would be good. That would be great. No. And then you won't see me again on the air, ever.
Yeah. Fine.
Yeah.
All right.
You going to take me for a ride? In the Batmobile?
Oh.
Quit it.
What time do you get off tonight?
10 o'clock.
Are you hanging out with your boyfriend?
Probably. But you're more than welcome to join us. You know that.
I don't want to join you and your boyfriend.
Bring a girl.
Can I watch?
Terrible.
Reminds me, I got to check on something. Yeah, we'll go for a ride and we'll have some drinks.
All right.
All right. We'll throw, I'll throw some food down your neck.
There
We'll
you
have a
go.
couple of laughs.
It'll be great.
Thank
Okay.
you. All right.
All right.
Well, good luck tonight with the big, what is it, the spring book?
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
book.
Yeah.
All that stuff. Can I say hi to somebody? Isn't that queer that I just said that? I want to say hi to
Yes,
somebody.
it's very queer, but feel free.
You know, I just hate it when people, can I say hi?
Sure.
I get
Nope.
You wonder why they don't want to come on this show.
She's got a boyfriend, and I don't really care.
I know.
If there's no chance of me getting any of that, then I'm wasting my time.
Okay.
And I'm also wasting the time of the listeners who have become so dear and valuable to me.
I know. So far, you've hung up on Mark Davis and Heather Hayes today.
It's because nobody else has called.
I know.
Did you just float another one?
No, I did not.
Well, then that's a second wave.
Sorry.
What is Brainiac one out in the hall? Is they still standing out there? No. Did we ever do new? Oh, I got to do traffic.
We got halfway through.
Hi, Gail.
Hi.
Sorry to make you hoe.
That's okay.
I was just trolling for bitches. Came up dry.
Well, while you're trolling, that other stuff just keeps coming in waves, doesn't it? from JD's side of the room.
Yes.
Well, traffic is brought to you by...
She's right. It does smell like I caught one. Go ahead.
Gross. Not like I and Laser, just brakes and Dodge. And also Sears. The Saturday Sears is opening at 9 a.m. for its Super Saturday sale. Get 50% savings throughout the store. One day only. Super Saturday, April 26th. Sears. Where else? On eastbound I-30, East Earl Thornton at I-35 in the downtown Dallas Mixmaster, you got a stalled car. It's affecting the right lane of the freeway. On central northbound, you hit the stop and go stuff right around Walnut Hill, and it doesn't get better until you're up into Richardson. On southbound 35 from Wycliffe down into the Mixmaster, it's stop and go. There's a problem now in Mesquite on northbound 635 at Highway 8. That's on the right lane. And in Fort Worth, there's a wreck. Eastbound North Loop 820 before Beach Street. In Arlington, southbound 360 from Trinity Boulevard to Division. You've got slow traffic. And also, speaking of Arlington, the ball game's over. And that's real heavy around 360 and 30 with everybody leaving now. And this is also brought to you by DirecTV. Act now and get a 2-room DirecTV system for under $50. Call DirecTV today at 1-800-DirecTV or visit a participating retailer right now. I'm Gail Lightfoot on Live 105.3, The Talk That Rocks Texas.
Thank you, Gail. All right, going to be lovely tonight. Mid-50s for the overnight low, then sunny mid-70s tomorrow, up into the 80s for the weekend. 81 degrees currently, Live 105.3, The Talk That Rocks Texas.
Hi, Dylan.
Hey.
What can I do for you?
I got a little bone to pick with you about ragging on trailers as hard as you were, mobile homes.
Mm-hmm.
You're sadly mistaken if you think your brick veneer, keyword being veneer, home, in most cases is any more sturdy than a mobile home.
Why is it more often than not you see a complete mobile home park wiped out as opposed to a residential neighborhood?
Well, because statistically, tornadoes hit rural areas and you have more mobile home parks.
There are mobile home parks all over Plano. No, they're not just all in the rural areas.
Being in the business, how old? You just bought a home. How old is your home?
It was built in 96.
Okay. Unless you specify for added features on your home, added straps and anchors and whatnot, your home really is just as susceptible to winds as a mobile home is. The only thing is you have a foundation, but you're...
Dylan, you honestly can't think that a brick house is open to getting wiped out as a mobile home park.
It's brick veneer. It's veneer. The brick on your side of your house has nothing to do with the structural integrity of your house. It's just for looks. Totally.
So I get absolutely no extra amount of protection by the bricks around my house.
Nope. Actually, there's new, in the state of Texas, there's new laws that they had to, now older trailers, yeah, they might be substandard, but there's new...
Where are all these people getting this paint?
No.
He's obviously huffing something. Are you huffing?
No.
You're huffing.
Drinking a few beers, but that's...
Okay, thank you. You're going to sit in there and tell me the brick house is going to get wiped out like a mobile home?
Yeah.
Dylan.
You can.
I'm not even wasting more time. That's retarded.
I agree. That's not even... Well, I know they do time down.
What?
The mobile homes are actually...
The point I was making earlier was if you know that you're in Tornado Alley, the last thing you want to be in is a mobile home. Let me give you an option here. Mm-hmm. You got a brick house, and you got a mobile home, and a tornado's coming. Where are you going to go?
Brick house. Every time. Basement.
You don't want to go to that house. That's brick veneer. There's no added level of protection, because that's just hard clay brick. Some of the storms that we had either this past weekend or a week before, I'm sure mobile home would have gotten some damage out of the high winds.
Sure. Freak. Yeah, the footage they're showing of those mobile homes.
These mobile homes are flattened.
They were destroyed. There's not even a structure left.
Like I said before, I'm not bagging on them because you got to live in one. But if let's say a mobile home payment's $600 a month, you can get an apartment for that, and you don't risk all your stuff, and you certainly don't risk your family. That's the point I'm making. Well, okay, you want to own your own property. Well, right now, that's not the time for you. You're going to be that big of have that big of an ego. Go, well, I'm going to own my own property. You want to put your family and everything you own up to risk? Fine, go ahead. I don't even need brick. I bought a brick house one time. Yeah. I took it off. You know what I put up?
What'd you put up?
Banana leaves.
Well, it's certainly an artistic statement.
I got the same level of protection with banana leaves as I do brick. What is it, Adam?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the guy talking about the brick, he's totally wrong about the structural integrity. That is part of the house. I mean, your wind's not going to blow a brick house over like a little mobile home.
What was he talking about? Just brick veneer? Is he just talking about the fact that the outer exterior is brick and I'm going to get no protection out of that?
No, it's strapped to your house. That's what your house is built on. Your wind's not going to blow a brick house over. It can't. Your mobile home's going to be shredded by a tornado, and, your brick can't. I build houses for a living. That's what I do. And your brick is totally safe.
Well, what is he talking? What's brick veneer?
He's talking about that's just the exterior. It's just a thin layer of brick. It's just one stack of brick on the outside.
Okay.
But those bricks are strapped into your framing of your house.
Right.
So they're part of it. So, the mobile homes, they have no structural integrity. They're built totally different from a real house. They're cheaper and they're thinner. So they're going to totally blow apart.
Right.
They certainly did last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
It looks like an airliner crashed out there. It's just shredded.
Ain't got no level of protection from those banana leaves. Guess I'll put the brick back. I can't believe anybody would call in and say that. Well, it's a foundation. That's a whole difference.
And when the wind starts blowing, would you rather get hit by a brick or a banana leaf?
Yeah, a banana leaf won't hurt. In fact, you get hit by a banana leaf, it's kind of refreshing. How many people have you ever heard of got killed by a stack of banana leaves? No, none ever. Mm-mm. People die all the time from bricks. Yeah, bricks are dangerous. Mm-hmm. Banana leaves, best thing to have around your house.
Yeah.
Oh. Yes, break? All right. Take a break. We'll be back. Oh, we've all learned something from this. No, I haven't.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
You have a cell number?
Yes.
Are you eating right now?
I didn't know we were back.
What do you think this bumper music is? Something for me to dance to between spots?
Headphones on.
We're back to the Russ Martin Show. On Live 105.3. The talk that rocks Texas.
What do you want?
I got you an alien expert.
What is he? Oh. Well, hold on a second. I want to... Hold on. We were talking about the Dixie Chicks during the break. So KSC, because we were talking about the ratings and everything else. KSCS put them back on or not?
I do not know. I know that they had a poll up for a while, and 93% of people said we don't want to hear them. So we'll probably let this Dixie Chick thing happen tonight, and then they'll let people vote again.
What Dixie Chick thing?
With Diane Sawyer.
Oh. And Channel 8 going to have a Tub on tonight?
Which Tub?
Fat one from...
Terry?
Yeah.
Dorsey.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ask the alien expert if he can hold for a moment. Which one's a cell?
One that says C beside it.
Are you getting cocky?
No.
All right.
I was giving you an answer.
Let me take him off the air first. Don't want him to cop an attitude. Mark, it's Russ. Can I talk to you on the air? What are you doing?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to go to a charity thing.
What is it?
Going to Cook's Children's Hospital in Fort Worth.
What are you going to do over there?
You care. You don't really care.
I'm about to ask you a question about something else. I'm trying to be nice. This is called Little Chit Chat.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So what are you going to do over there, a-hole?
We visit families who have kids over there, and we spend some time with the families. We take pizza over there just so they can get a break because they're spending so much time at the hospital.
So these kids, are the kids terminal or are they just sick?
No, they're just sick.
Okay.
I mean, well, there's all different types of illnesses at the hospital. I mean, cancer and everything. I mean, it's kind of a sad place for the families. Just gives the families a little break.
Well, it's very generous of your time.
Well, thanks.
Why'd I call him?
Dixie Chicks.
Oh, what are you guys going to do with the Dixie Chicks? Are they still off the station?
We've been, ever since we took them off, about, how long ago has this? About 3-4 weeks ago? I guess we've been constantly, we're doing surveys to see what people think, and we're doing another one right now, and as of now, they're still off the station. In fact, there's very few country stations that are playing them anywhere. And we're constantly reassessing our position right now. So we're waiting to see what people think after their interview tonight on ABC.
I saw different pieces of it today on the news. It's more victim me and why is everybody jumping on me for exercising my freedom of speech? You know what? That works both ways. You can do whatever you want, and you've got the right to do that. And if I don't want to play your song or I want to boycott your dopey ass, I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. That's true. I mean, yeah, you're right. Everybody's, they've got a right to express their opinion. I don't think anybody really argues that, actually, because I've heard so many people comment on it, and I've received, literally, we've received over 14,000 emails when it broke out, but, I still receive just hundreds a week on this, and I don't think anybody disagrees that what she said is not within her rights. I mean, she does have the right to say what she pleases. Everybody kind of believes that.
No,
but I think then everybody goes the next step, just like you said. People have the right to, say or react as a consumer as they please.
She decided she was going to run her mouth, thought it would be good overseas, looked like a bigwig, and then realized, I got both feet in my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And, the one thing I did learn from the interview, because I heard some excerpts about it, is that she didn't. Oh, actually, this was something that Bob Kingsley ran earlier. He does like a countdown show. He did an interview with the Chicks, and they ran this afternoon. They didn't know for a couple days that there was any problem with what they had said.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it didn't come back to them for a couple of days.
You know what? If you're going to mouth instead of try and dance around, because so far the apologies I've heard haven't been really as straightforward. I'm sorry it got blown out of proportion. It all sounds half-assed. If you're gonna get out and you're gonna say something, do like I do. If I go say something and I get in trouble, I do the best job I can to get out of it. And if I can't get out of it, be a man and then deny it.
Exactly.
That's exactly what I do. They should have just denied it. I never said that, but so far, I haven't heard it on tape anywhere.
No, I haven't either.
And if
No,
it's
I
not,
haven't either. That's a good point.
If it's not on tape, I'd be denying it today.
It probably would have blown over.
Yeah.
And then they're going to come out naked on Entertainment Weekly magazine.
I saw the cover of that.
Yeah, I just saw that this morning.
See, now they're trying
that
to...
ain't Natalie's body either. Somebody done some airbrushing.
Is that the fat one? The one in the middle?
Yeah.
Let me see.
That.
I think they're covering her big fat ass up. This chick's shoulder right here is covering the fat ass over here. You're right. And that ain't her belly.
Mm-mm.
My belly looks better than hers there. So you guys don't know what you're going to do. Is Tony going to be on tonight?
Terry.
Is what?
Terry.
What?
Terry Dorsey.
Oh. Channel 8 called him.
What did you call him?
Tony.
Oh, Tony.
Channel 8 called him.
Channel 8 was referring to him as Tony yesterday, and I thought, that's great.
Yeah, they had a nice big graphic. Hey, Tony Dorsey from the Tony and Mark show.
Yeah, we're supposed to be on afterwards at 10 o'clock tonight.
Oh, you're going on too?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good. Are you going to take the chick with the beak?
The chick with
Here we go.
She's not going to be on. She declined to be on.
She declined? I think that's probably a good call.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, to be honest, it really sucks to be us right now because it doesn't matter what we do. There's a certain segment of our listening audience who thinks we're wrong, and I hear from them on a daily basis.
You know what? You don't even have to tell them you're not playing the song. Who listens to the station 24 hours a day? They'll just think they missed it.
Well, you know what? People will call and write and say that they heard it yesterday afternoon. I said, no, so we're not playing it. I heard it. I know I heard it. And then, they heard somebody else, another female singer, and they're mixed up. And,
right.
And it sucks being us right now. We didn't say anything, and we're caught right in the middle, and no matter what we do, we're going to piss off a certain segment of our audience. And, do they let you say piss off over on KSCS? Yeah, we can say that now.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, when JD left, the rules really kind of opened up.
Thanks. I have the ratings in front of me. Would you like me to check them for you?
No, I checked them this morning.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Let's see, KSCS.
I think we're like number 5 overall, 12 plus the station.
I was just looking for mornings.
Oh. Yeah, we're all kind of bunched up in there.
No, you guys look fine. Everything looks good.
Okay, you had a real nice. I saw yours. I look at your numbers.
Yes, ours are quite amazing. Would you like to hear some of them?
No.
That's
He's got to run.
I have them right here. Hang on a second.
I want to hear your number.
Yes, you do. Look at this. Men 1834, we have a 10.1 share.
Yeah.
You know what that is? That's crazy.
Yeah. How about men who are 25 who drive white cars? How do you do in that demographic?
I'm sure it's something absurd as well. But I just know, all I know is every time the ratings come out, I look at it, I go, that's crazy. Hold on a second.
You weren't doing that in the winter. You would call me crying in the winter.
I didn't say anything to you. We got dicked in December. You don't drop to 27th place in 1 month. That's retarded. Now we went back to number 1 in January. That was crazy. What do you want, Trey?
What?
Why are you in here?
I was just listening.
Well, you can't listen from your office?
I can.
Go listen from your office.
Fine.
I thought you had the squirts. What are you doing in here anyway?
Well, so far I haven't had, in the last 30 minutes I've been okay.
Well, good. Congratulations. We're all happy for you. Possibly there'll be a nice award for you. Now get out of here.
Okay.
Do you guys need a producer?
Not one with the squirts.
Well, he doesn't have the squirts all the time. Really. He's okay. More often than not, he doesn't have the squirts. Take him. There's a brand new bong in it for you. Take him.
Hey, I got to run here.
Where are you going?
I told you where I was going.
I forgot.
I'm going to the children's hospital.
I'm letting you plug it again.
Oh. That's not really a plug. I'm not really doing a plug thing. It's just kind of a personal thing. I don't really...
Oh, so it's not a station thing?
No.
Well, that's very kind of you. Because I know if I was doing mornings, I wouldn't be doing that. Unless the sick kids could come to my house. You leave the pizza out on the porch.
Right. Not let them in.
No. Oh, no, they're sick. Yeah. All right. Well, congratulations on everything. We'll watch Channel 8 tonight for you and Tony.
Okay.
All right.
I'll catch you later.
All right. It's Mark Hawkeye Lewis from KSCS Morning Show. Okay. Can we talk to the alien guy?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, Tim.
Hello.
Thank you, sir, for holding. I appreciate it.
That's okay. It's been entertaining listening to you guys.
I doubt it, but I appreciate that anyway.
Well, I haven't heard you before, so it's fresh.
Okay. What was I going to ask? Oh, we were talking about JD's girlfriend. What's a normal story with people? Well, first of all, what's your background with UFO abductions?
12 UFO what?
Abductions.
Oh.
What do you think I said?
Well, I mean, because my background in this whole scene has been coming from the standpoint that we've created a one-stop source for all of the television programming ever produced on this topic.
Okay.
And over the last 12 years, amassed the largest library of UFO film clips and just provide a service to producers who are making all the shows you see on TV these days.
All right, so you haven't actually been abducted yourself?
No.
Okay, good.
Although, I'll tell you, it's getting to be very weird out there, and I've had a lot of very interesting experiences since I got into this scene, but none of them include abduction.
Are most of the stories the same with everybody when they say, you know what, I've been abducted, and I didn't immediately know it. I started to remember 6 or 7 months down the road.
Some people remember things through some form of regression therapy. Generally, the way it starts is the person is dealing with some form of post-traumatic stress disorder or some form of anxiety or depression, and will, seek some form of therapy. And then it comes out. In those situations, in those environments where they get their therapy, these situations percolate up to the surface. I might mention that people who actually have gone a step further and truly believe they've been abducted and seek help therapy from people who specifically, therapists, psychologists, and the like, who provide services specifically to abductees, UFO abductees, has become a multi-million-dollar grassroots industry.
That's not something I put on a business card.
Well, I'm merely reporting what I have found from, running UFO.
Did you just fart? Yes. I think you better do a bigger hand sign next time.
News desk for everything that's going on out there. And so, it's...
You know what?
I mean, I think I just read recently the latest Gallup poll was 100.
Oh, that one's got fingers.
The population of the country believe in extraterrestrial life that is of intelligence that we could make contact or that could be capable of coming here in some form of craft. So what does that say to all the sociologists who are studying? How our culture operates.
I'm going to pass out. Do all of them say that they've had some type of implant?
No.
You go out in a hall. The next time you're going to drop one of those. Don't start flailing your arms in the air like you're having a seizure. I was trying to warn you.
I think around 1996, 97, when the first material was published on that.
On implants?
Yeah.
Because JD dated some chick, said she had an implant in her jaw, and it wouldn't show up. You couldn't be X-rayed, couldn't show up, but she swore it was there.
You know what? One of the things that happened in all this that really got that whole scene going was there's this podiatrist who.
It's always the foot people.
Here's a guy that's a surgeon, but his surgery is only limited to feet. But he was also, part of a UFO organization called MUFON, which is this grassroots.
I've heard of that.
They have chapters in counties all across the United States, and they, do their monthly meetings where they have lecturers come. And so at any rate, here you have this director of a local MUFON chapter.
So far, I don't think he's answered any of my questions, has he? No. But you know what? I don't know that I remember everything that he said.
Did the first surgical removal of an alleged alien implant. And the surgery was...
Because you're over there making the little Debbie Grunt cake.
Whatever object they removed from the person to a laboratory for, pathology, testing to find out more about the object and all of that. And that's sort of what got the ball rolling. And so there's been several...
Why did I want this guy on? Because I talked about my girlfriend who had the implant, and I found out if there was...
Is he telling me anything?
Not really. To mystify these researchers. So You know, this whole UFO scene is fragmented into all of these different subfields of study where people are specializing, just like in mainstream science.
Ask him, are there UFOs or not?
We've been in business 12 years.
Hey, I'll do that.
Okay. Because of the fact that there's all this...
Good, I have a question. My big follow-up question.
Or deep scientific work going on that's not getting talked about on television or in the press. And so there's this really amazing underground subculture of
God, I hope that's his pager going off.
Who buy the books and the videos and are on the internet staying up to date on all of these wild subjects that span just
Good God, man.
wide territory.
Are there UFOs?
I believe there are UFOs, definitely.
Okay.
But
Doesn't it strike you strange that with the advent of camcorders over the past, 20 years or so, we haven't gotten better video footage of a UFO?
Actually, the camcorder scene has gotten us some remarkable stuff, but it's hard to kind of get a feel for anything from watching what we see on television. I mean, I think most of the people I talk to in radio and television...
I can't talk to this guy anymore.
Everything they know about this phenomenon is generally from what they see on television.
He doesn't think that we went to the moon.
Or from what they hear about in the press. And we don't really hear that much in the press. But we do see a lot of television programs, which have broken this phenomena down into being primarily about flying saucers, crop circles, and abduction.
Are crop circles real, or have they proven that men are actually doing that?
Well, men are doing them.
Okay. So it's not that aliens.
There are some crop circles that emerge that completely mystify everybody. Like, for instance...
Well, of course, all you got to do is shock a bunch of farmers.
750-foot wide crop circle pictogram made up of 400 individual interlocking circles displayed into this
I don't want to ask him about the moon thing.
pentagram that
That's
looks like a picture of the galaxy.
I don't know.
And it emerged in a single night. And no one on the farm, no one that lived on the farm, was aware that this was going on. And airplanes that are flying over these hot regions, in this particular case in England, where this formation emerged, they're flying over these areas every day.
Hey, Tim, we got to take a break here. Do you have time to hang on? Because I want to ask you, Trey said that you actually questioned whether we went to the moon or not.
Sure, I'd be happy to.
All right, good. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll talk with Tim Crawford. Do you have a website?
UFOTV.com.
UFOTV.com. All right, hang on a second.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
Let me make sure he can't hear us. Hey, Tim? Good, he can't hear us. Yeah. I'm going to ask him if we went to the moon.
Okay.
And I don't care what he says, I'm getting rid of him.
Okay.
All right, Tim?
Yeah.
All right, it's Tim Carlton. What's the website again? Or actually, Tim Crawford.
Actually, are we on?
Yeah. What's the website again?
The website's UFOTV.com.
Okay.
But we're also suggesting that the best way to get some info and some killer videos from us is we have a toll-free number.
Oh, I didn't know that. Go ahead.
That's 888-548-8127.
Somebody write that down.
Yep.
8127.
888-548-8127.
All right. So what's it take? Did we go to the moon or not?
You know, that's an emotional question.
That's also a yes or no question.
I believe we went to the moon.
Do you really?
Yeah, although some heavy shenanigans going on around that whole scene.
Well, you know how NASA is.
Yeah.
For instance,
that's what the S stands for, NASA.
Shenanigans?
Yep.
I didn't know.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Tim.
I saw from a French documentary 3 months ago some interviews that included some Americans. So the people that were American being interviewed, that part of the film was in English.
Okay.
And so Henry Kissinger, Alexander Haig, both of them from the Nixon administration.
Right.
And telling us that they were in meetings about producing television segments, that it was vitally important that they could get a strong television signal from the surface of the moon,
right,
from the lunar lander to the Earth, that the networks could broadcast around the planet because of this whole space race between the U.S. and the Russians.
Right, we had to show the Russians that we went. So are they saying they actually faked some of the footage?
So what they were saying was...
I'll give you 50 cents if you'll finish this sentence.
Kubrick, and they had Stanley Kubrick's wife being interviewed, explaining how they hired him with a small crew after he had produced the film 2001.
Right.
To produce a few interstitial clips.
And did he?
And according to Stanley Kubrick's wife, he did.
So where is this footage now?
In fact, by the way, I might mention that Alexander Haig was making overtures to the fact, and even Henry Kissinger made a comment about how Nixon was suggesting that we better get rid of those guys. Like the notion that they would go and wipe them out, kill them. So they can't talk.
Right.
And Henry or I should say, Alexander Haig, mentioning in the...
All right, I'm out. If he calls back, just tell him that we went off the air. Tell him to say, we died. I came down with a case of cancer and I died during the interview.
Our station is in a trailer and a tornado came through.
Yes. I like to just tell him I got cancer and died on the air. I can't.
I know.
He had some kind of interesting thing he was going off on, but I didn't want to hear it.
Well, he won't answer a single solitary question. You ask him one question, and he goes off in another direction. It's just like...
I don't even know that I got an answer to anything I asked so far.
He believes we went to the moon, but he thinks we probably staged some of it to show people. But he believes we actually did go there.
Well, I told Eddie I went go in the other room and talk to him during the break and just find out what his take is on going to the moon. Eddie came back and said, no, he doesn't think that we went. Isn't that what you got out of it?
That's exactly what he said. I go, so what's your take on going to the moon? And he goes, well, let's go. I mean, did we go or not? And he goes, well, no. And I go, oh, okay. And he goes, well, there's a bunch of stuff on French TV. And he started going basically the same thing he was saying here. So I'm just wondering if he thinks or thought we were going to make fun of him or something for saying it and changed his mind about whether we went or not. Because he told me explicitly no, that he didn't think we went to the moon.
And you still don't think we went?
I absolutely don't think we went.
Why?
I just don't... Technical... We didn't have the technology to do it.
I don't think we did. I mean, if you just look at the equipment we had, if you were sending people to the moon with computers that were functioning with tubes...
Who knows?
I'd like to think we went.
I think we went.
Why do you think?
I think we were very lucky to get up there and get back. There's people that I just do.
Well, I'm glad you can support your argument.
I got no argument because where anything I say, Eddie will throw off, well, how about these pictures here? Well, clearly the little crosshairs in front of this and should have been behind the rock and the shadows from the wrong direction. And there's no wind on the lunar surface, so why is the flag waving? Well, why would they be stupid enough to leave a fan blowing on a soundstage too? I mean, so either way, it's
150 degrees inside a suit while they're filming you under hot lights.
They're not going to leave a flag waving because clearly they know that that's a tip-off any more than...
Well, obviously, I mean, not a lot of people caught it until probably close to the early 80s when people...
Oh, how could you not catch a flag waving in the breeze on the moon?
There were people that were just so excited that we went to the moon and that we beat the mindset of the American people at
Honey,
that
look
time.
at that. That flag's waving in the... Ain't no breeze on the moon. Shut up, honey, we're on the moon. Never mind. I'm too excited.
I guess.
I mean, we'd beat the Russians at something. And they were the first ones into space, and we conquered it after them.
They could have proved that we didn't go, if in fact, because that would have been the big scam.
Well, they could never go. That was the point. They could never get there. It wasn't the fact that they gave up or anything like that. They just
couldn't they have tracked our rocket and said, look, it's right here. It's hanging out right around the corner. It never left the atmosphere. Clearly we went up in the sky. People saw the launch.
Well, I mean, clearly
go?
They've sent things around the moon and taken pictures of it. They've sent things to Jupiter and taken pictures. That doesn't mean we've ever been there. Okay. But they could probably fake it by now.
I guess.
I don't know if we went or not. I don't really care. I get nothing out of it either way. I do know a brick house is better than a mobile home. That's all I know.
Yes.
According to that guy that called earlier, brick house isn't any more secure than a mobile home. You go out to Venus, Texas, and explain that to those people who came home to flatten cans.
Shrapnel.
I'm not making fun of them. I just can't believe somebody would call up and say that. Well, that brick's just veneer. That's just on the outside.
It's for looks.
It serves absolutely no purpose. Just because it's hardened clay, held together by mortar, makes you think that's going to be more secure than aluminum. Corrugated aluminum. Huh? Banana leaves. Yeah, it's the way to go.
And for windows?
And took all my glass out, and I replaced it with cellophane, because cellophane don't break. Glass provides absolutely no protection. Nobody ever got hurt by busted cellophane.
No.
Broken glass will cut you. Flying bricks hurt.
Yes.
Banana leaves?
Yes.
Refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Right. Oh, here they come. All right, we'll take a couple of these, and we got to do news. Yes, David?
Oh, hi. I was just calling about the flag waving on the moon thing.
Yeah.
And there was actually, in the picture, you can tell that there was a bar at the top of it because they knew that there's no wind on the moon. So in order for it to unfurl, they put a bar at the top so that it goes along the bar.
Right. I knew that.
Wind is keeping it up.
All right, Eddie, what's the thing with that?
It's still flapping.
Well, when he put it into the dirt, he moved the pole back and forth. The flag's going to flap whether there's wind there or not.
It's when there's nobody in the picture. I've seen the video. It's standing by itself, and they're taking a shot of him standing off to the side of it, and the flag is just gently at the bottom, just going back and forth.
Would it take longer to come to a complete stop with no atmosphere?
I don't believe so. I really don't.
All right. Or with no gravity. Seems like it would take longer. Just like as you jump in the air, it takes longer for you to come down because the gravity's less on the moon.
Yeah, but isn't
that a valid point?
Yeah, absolutely.
So like as the flag is flapping just from the motion, it would take longer to slow down.
Honestly, I don't think so. I mean,
But you don't know, do you?
I don't know that much about kinetic energy.
Well, I think I would look into it next time you accuse this country of lying.
They blew up a boat in Vietnam.
Who did?
Supposedly the Vietnamese did. That's what got us into the war. It never really happened. They would never lie to us.
No idea. I'm out.
Is he looking at me? Yes, he is. What's he talking about? We don't know. They're getting on board in a boat. Did we blow up a boat? I have no idea. We believe you, Eddie. We're sorry. What are you talking about?
I'm trying to remember the name of the boat now. The U.S. government let out a thing saying that the Vietnamese had blown up a boat in a certain harbor in Vietnam, got everybody behind the war. We jumped into it head first and then found out that there was absolutely nothing wrong with the boat and it had never been attacked.
Okay.
I thought we were going into war because of North Vietnam was taking over South Vietnam and communism. We were fighting communism.
No, they blew up a boat.
No.
Well, in order to
expedite the war, they blew up a boat.
I see.
Which they didn't really blow one up.
But the North Koreans were still fighting the South Koreans, right?
I suppose.
I mean, whatever. I'm out.
All right, let me see what this guy wants. By the way, we're done with this, so don't take any more phone calls. Yes, Thomas?
Hey, Russ.
Yes, sir.
He's right. Drunken Stupor Ken 10 years ago said we did not. It was all staged up.
Who said that?
My cousin. He's Ken Mattingly.
All right, everybody just shut up. Let's see where he's going with this. All right, your cousin told you we could go to the moon?
We did not.
And who's Ken Mattingly?
He is the astronaut Ken Mattingly.
Oh.
In a drunken stupor.
Well, what did he actually say?
He said we did not. It was stationed around Roswell and everything else around there. NASA set it up just to keep from Russia beating us.
Where is Ken now?
Ken is in Indiana right now.
Is there any possible way that he would talk to us?
I can find out, but it'd be tomorrow before I can find out.
Well, that'll be fine.
I will email you tonight. No.
When was it he actually told you we didn't go to the moon?
He said we did not go to the moon.
Well, when did
we had to beat Russia?
Right. When did he tell you this?
It was 10 years ago in a drunken stupor.
Right. And what were you guys?
He's like Bob when he gets drunk.
Right.
He talks a lot.
And he said they shot it all out in Roswell, that area?
Yep.
Great big movie set. So did we never go to the moon, or we didn't go on that first trip?
We didn't go on that first trip.
But we went later?
Well, he didn't say whether we went later or not.
Okay. He just said when he was supposed to go, he didn't go.
Right.
All right.
Can we get his name before we get off the phone?
Yeah, hold on, Thomas.
Because I have a site here right here where you can get Ken Mattingly on.
Oh, really?
Through Greater Talent Network.
Is there a phone number?
Yes, there is.
Oh.
What?
Yeah. Is this Ken Mattingly's phone number, or is it for his agency?
It's the agency.
Oh.
I don't have his direct line.
Hang on.
It's in New York.
Let's get our love child in here. Trey! We'll just get him to call and see what happens.
Okay.
Call this number, please, and get on Ken Mattingly. Tell him to have a couple of drinks before we have him on, because we want to know if we really went to the moon.
I heard part of it. It's talking about Gulf of Tonkin.
What's Gulf of Tonkin?
That was in Vietnam, where we said they destroyed one of our ships, and they really didn't. But it launched a whole new aggression phase in Vietnam, and it was a lie.
They named the Gulf after trucks?
Yes.
That's stupid. All right. Call that and see if you get on Mattingly.
Okay, this guy was responsible for the development of the lunar spacesuit, backpack, and served as support group for Apollo 8, which was the first lunar orbit, Apollo 11, which was the first lunar landing.
Yes.
He was all involved in that.
Yeah.
Apollo 13, he was pulled from the flight for medical reasons, but later flew on Apollo 16, the next to last lunar mission.
Well, obviously in a drunken stupor 10 years ago, he said we didn't go.
Apparently.
Did you get that guy's name, Dan? And what his relationship is to Ken? What did he say? It was his cousin? Yeah. We'll see if Ken knows the name. Oh, this will be good.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
All right. Can we do news here? I know you wish we wouldn't, but can we? All right. 5:54. J.D. Ryan's on Live 105.3 FM.
Thank you, Russ. All right. Two elected officials who met with labor leaders and American Airlines reps say the airline is prepared to file for bankruptcy. We should know, actually, just a little bit. A week ago, American had its agreement it needed from the three big unions to avoid a bankruptcy, but workers and union leaders remained outraged after learning late last week that American had approved executive bonuses and pension plans that would be protected in bankruptcy. So we'll know.
Hold on. What? What?
Line 8.
Is?
Susan thinks you're being un-American.
Oh. All right. Yes, Susan?
Not necessarily un-American. That's not exactly what I meant. What I meant is, I think it's just fanatics that truly believe that we never went to the moon.
Okay.
And this whole crap about this guy, this Ken Mattingly in a drunken stupor. Russ, you mean everything you say when you're drunk, and you too, JD.
Yes, we do. That's when the truth really comes out. That's what gets us in trouble.
That's true.
Because when you sober up and you find out what you said, it's hard to argue your way out of that because what you said was what you meant. I don't know who this guy was that just called. We'll call this Mattingly guy and see what he's got to say. Well, I don't know if we win or not. I've always, even as a kid, I would watch this stuff and look at the technology and go, that seems damn strange that we're able to go from point A to point B with the technology that we have.
I totally believe it, and the only reason I called is, the guy a while ago with the U of us was being emotional, all that kind of stuff. My grandfather himself helped design and build the seismograph that was left on the moon on the first visit, and I find it totally ludicrous that you guys, are even having this discussion that it didn't happen.
You don't find it interesting? You don't find it interesting that people think that we didn't really go to the moon?
I think it's funny. I think they're just
I think it's fascinating. Mm-hmm. I think that just the fact that their website's up that are absolutely positive that we never went to the moon, that stuff intrigues me. Just like ghosts and anything else. It's just the unknown. Did we really go? Did we not go? How many people shot Kennedy? Was it one? Was it a conspiracy?
Yeah. Do you truly believe it?
I don't know. It wouldn't shock me that we didn't go.
So look at technology today. Look at our technology.
Yeah, look at technology today, and we still have spacecrafts blowing up with state-of-the-art equipment.
Exactly. But look at the technology that they use.
Wait a minute, wasn't that a good point? That was a good point. She said exactly.
Very good point.
Okay.
She agreed with you.
Yeah. We could not have done the weightlessness of him, bouncing up and down and that whole business. We didn't have that kind of technology.
Oh, yes, we did.
Filmmaking. No, we
Sweetie, they were doing that stuff in the 40s and 50s with sci-fi stuff.
Oh, Russ, go back and watch that stuff now.
I have.
You see the wire.
War of the Worlds won an award back in the 50s for that. People were bouncing up and down. Aliens came down and killed us. I saw it.
It's just all BS. I just cannot believe that you guys are even
Watch.
considering
Okay.
that this actually never happened.
I've decided, after thinking about it, it was impossible for us to go to the moon.
Why?
There was absolutely no way with the technology and what we had and what we knew at the time. There's no way we went to the moon. I find it absolutely absurd that you would think we went.
Well, I, for one, believe my grandfather, who was not only an astrophysicist, but he was a very intelligent man, and he would have had no part in anything with NASA or anybody else.
Maybe they didn't tell him. Maybe they said, you know what, build this and it's going to the moon, and he thought it really went. We didn't go to the moon. There's no way. Let's see if she'll start screaming at me.
You guys are impossible.
I am not. You asked my opinion. I've decided I don't believe we went to the moon. Come on, sweetie. Get twisted.
Unbelievable.
Damn. Was she mad when she called in? I hate it when they calm down.
Yeah.
Bitch. We got a break now? Sorry, no time for your sloppy newscast.
There's news and information. I'm J.D. Ryan on Live 105.3, the talk that rocks Texas.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
I forgot to go pee during the break. We may have to break again. I've been sitting on this for a while. Okay. Hi, Gail.
Hi there. Well, traffic is brought to you by Kia, KTXA TV, and Car Toys. On westbound I-30, just before Dow Rock at Lake Ray Hubbard, there's a wreck in the left lane. That should be your lighter side of travel. Southbound Tollway, just before Keller Springs, somebody crashed up in the left lane. That's got you backed up from Frankfurt, but your northbound onlookers are stacked up all the way to Forest. On southbound 35 Simmons past Commerce, there's a wreck. It's off to the shoulder now, the right one, but traffic stop and go from Market Center Boulevard. And in Arlington, you had all that heavy traffic around the ballpark. Well, now you've had a couple of wrecks, too. One was on eastbound I-30 at 360. They cleared that one up, and now there's one northbound 360 just before Six Flags Drive. And this also brought to you by DirecTV, your entertainment source with access to 225 digital quality channels, including your local ones. Call DirecTV today at 1-800-DirecTV or visit a participating retailer now. I'm Gail Lightfoot on Live 105.3, Talk at Rocks, Texas.
Thank you, Gail. Going to be beautiful tonight. Clear and 54 for the overnight low, then warm it up to about 78 tomorrow, up into the 80s for the weekend. Currently, we have 83 degrees at Live 105.3, the Talk that rocks Texas.
Did you go find out if the Batmobile was ready?
Yes. It is ready, and they got the temperature down to, so they ran it for 2.5 hours, and it never got above 200.
Sitting still?
No, I think they drove it.
They can't drive it. Did they drive it? That car is not supposed to leave the auto shop. Did they drive it? Did he say they drove it? Did they drive it?
I know O'Malley got reports that...
Did somebody call say they saw the Batmobile?
We had 3 separate calls in the beginning of the show saying they saw it on the George Bush.
Would you go get Andy from Eagle Transmissions on the phone, please? Because if it wasn't him driving it, then bad things are going to happen. Because he's the only one that's authorized to drive it.
Would you like me to get him on the air or just talk to him?
Yes. Why didn't you tell me that earlier, Dan?
I relayed that information to Trey.
Oh, he knew this. He's known this for 3 hours?
Yes, since 3:39.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Turned out to be not only a great call screener, but a wonderful narc. Mm. 200. Is that enough?
If it's sitting still, yeah, that's actually really good. Because you get no airflow other than just the fans blowing.
Right. So on the freeway, you get extra air.
You get extra air, yeah.
Mm. Okay. All I know is it's got to be really low because we're not even close to summer yet. Because what did it get up to today? What are we now, 83?
83.
All right, so tack on another 20 degrees outside. That's probably another, what? What would that cause the engine to go up? 510?
Yeah, and in heavy traffic, even higher than that.
Well, I know they put, I don't know what it means, but they put 5,000 CFI fans on.
Okay.
I think that sucks squirrels into the radiator.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
I see. You'll know soon enough. Be a great weekend for you to drive.
They put a bigger carburetor on it, like an Edelbrock. And something else.
Who?
I'm going to wait and find out if the car's been out on the freeway.
Okay.
Anything you'd like to talk about while we're waiting?
No.
Oh, we never played the rest of you wigging out and calling me names.
That's just fine. We don't need to do that.
Oh. I can't believe I forgot about that.
There's no point in it.
Now, what is this? Is this him wigging out in the office? Yeah. Okay. I think I'd like to hear this. And you honestly believe that we're going to take a spear gun, ram it through your computer monitor, and not have a backup?
I didn't know that. How am I supposed to know that? It wasn't there.
Have I ever actually destroyed anybody's property? Their own personal property?
Mine?
What?
That computer monitor.
Okay. Have I ever done that before?
No.
Okay.
That's what you said. You never tear up anybody's personal property.
And did we buy you a new monitor?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a very beautiful flat screen. I didn't know at the time, though. From 12:30 till 2, I'm walking around the station in a tizzy because I don't know.
How much would you like to give me not to play this audio of you wigging out?
All of it. We have a bonus coming.
You'll give me your whole bonus?
Keep it.
All of it?
I don't remember what I said. I don't think I said anything bad about it. I was just angry, and I don't know where the.
Just hold on. Whatever. Where was the mic set up?
Kind of behind his desk.
Is the audio good?
When he's close to his desk, it's all right. When he leaves, because he's obviously ranting and raving up and down the halls.
I was looking for Bob at some point.
And well, hold on. And what are you gonna? What about Bob?
I was gonna open your office.
Why?
I'm tired of our office being the one that's a trash pit.
Well, that's because you live with two trash guys.
It's not my fault, so leave my desk the hell alone.
You got a brand new computer monitor, and I believe I gave you the desk in which you
gave me the desk, but I bought the monitor.
And I gave you over $3,000 for your taxes.
Don't you even throw that up at me. You do not throw that up at me in an argument. I'll pay you back.
I'll say, is that Andy? If that's Andy, just put him on hold. You don't have to type anything in, just put him on hold. Put him on hold. Thank you. Andy?
Yes, sir.
Were you out driving the car today?
Absolutely.
What time?
About 3:15, 3:45, something like that.
Okay. How's the car running?
Did I get reported again?
Well, you've got authority to drive it. I didn't want anybody else driving it. You've driven it enough to where you know where the blind spots are on the car.
Right.
All right. So what's the story on the car?
It runs good. It runs incredible. That new car, that high output distributor they put on there.
What does it run on the freeway?
Good. Runs excellent.
Well, what is the temp on the freeway?
The highest I got it up to was about 190.
And that's on the freeway?
Yeah.
All right. And they said setting still, it's not going above 200?
No.
Sounds like it's
No,
set then.
it's doing good. You'll be happy with it.
What was it like when you jumped on it?
Well, you don't think I jumped on your car, do you?
Andy.
It did real good. Real good throttle response there, bud. You're going to be able to outrun a few more people.
Can I tell the difference with the new carburetor?
Yeah, it runs a lot smoother. Yeah.
Right.
It looks good. They really, underneath the hood looks incredible too. They did a good job.
Because they built a shroud and everything for that, didn't they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks good.
All right.
You'll be happy with it.
Well, then thanks for taking care of that.
No problem, sir.
Okay.
I did, take you down to Lower Greenville. Picked you up some dates.
Okay. Ha ha ha.
That's funny. Huh?
Use any transmission guys.
Good.
All right, thanks. Okay.
All righty. All well.
Well, then they've done a fine job.
Yes.
Because it got to a point where I'm going, all right, it can't be that hard to cool this engine down just because it's a 460. Ford did it back in 1978 when they built the thing.
Yeah, but it had different venting then.
Yeah. And like I said before, the original Batmobile had problems overheating. So now it's been corrected. Good. I know what they did. So I'll tell Mark on the second car, here's what you do.
Great.
All right. Oh, that's right. We have to listen to your fit.
No. No, look. We have games to play. I have things to give away.
Oh, good for you.
A pair of VIP passes.
Did you say the S word? No. Oh. By the way, you can see pictures of JD's monitor on russmartin.com in the photo gallery. Thank you.
Jesus. I knew last night when I left early to go get my boat, you guys were going to do something. You know, damn, I bought that, though. That's the difference. Oh, it's funny now, huh? Funny man?
Oh, it was funny yesterday when I had my desk sawed in half.
Yes, that was funny, because you know what? You didn't buy that desk. I bought that effing monitor. I purchased... Jesus.
You're going to get glass in there.
I don't give a shit. Damn it, it won't come out.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to get the stupid spear out of the...
Why? It's not like it's still going to work.
I'm just trying to get it off there because it looks stupid. Look retarded. I don't know what I was thinking. No. He's not gonna get me pissed off. That's what he wants. I'm not gonna react. I can't work. I was gonna say, I'm not gonna let him do this.
You're so emotional.
I'm not emotional.
This guy on this tape is emotional.
You walk into your office sometime and find it abused.
Everything in my office, I paid for.
I paid for that.
And we bought you a new one.
I didn't know that at the time. Okay. I didn't know for an hour and a half. Thusly, I lost an hour and a half of show prep time, too.
Well, way to jump to conclusions. Why don't you wait until the verdict's in before you start deciding?
You cut my chair up. You didn't buy me a new one immediately.
That wasn't your chair.
The point is, you have... Don't look at me like that.
What?
You get your bug eyes going. I do not know. I'm
sorry.
You
got a brand new flat screen monitor.
I didn't know.
And what do I get?
I didn't know for an hour and a half till Eddie came in.
Why are you trying to get in my office? What were you going to do?
I was going to break something in there.
Oh, you were?
Yes. I mean, take a dump on your straight shag carpet from the 70s. I'm kidding. Shut the up. You know what? Why don't you laugh and come help me find that monitor upstairs? Shut your You got any goddamn monitors upstairs that I can bring down here and put in there. This is obviously Eddie's idea of a joke because it's his gun. Kick something over on his desk over here. How would he know? This mess. Well, you know what? I can't even have to work. This isn't fun. I can't use your computer. None of the computers upstairs are hooked up. Eddie's password protected. He's going to replace this with a plasma screen or something.
Why would you think you get a plasma screen?
Because.
Oh.
What's this door? Is this door open? Oh, we'll find out.
Are you kicking my door?
Yes. It's just a door. You don't own it. It's a door.
I'm just asking what you're doing. I didn't say I had a problem with it. At least I maintain composure. You don't ever see me kicking doors.
Yeah. If you walked in and anything was done in your office, you'd be livid.
Only if I didn't know who did it. Obviously, you knew it was one of... That's the other thing. You knew it was one of us, and you know if we damaged some property...
Worse.
No, it's not. If you came in and you had no idea who did it, you're not going to tell me that would be worse because you don't know who to go to get it replaced. You knew it was us. It's not like that doesn't have my signature or Eddie's signature all over it.
Did it.
Okay. Then you know that it's going to be fixed.
I didn't have a monitor to work on with at that moment to even get the show ready.
Well, look at the fine job you've done without your computer monitor.
I know. I even got through one newscast today. It's just a door. It's just a door. We can replace a door like we can replace a monitor, like we can replace a...
I don't think anybody would have a hard time believing that you hit me back in 1989.
I admitted it, and I've apologized.
Look at your temper.
I don't have a temper. This is just anger for...
Why is it I have a feeling this is part of the problem you have with Joy?
It's not part of the problem.
It just seems like...
She never put a spear gun through my computer monitor.
It seems like you like to jump to conclusions.
That's not a conclusion. That happened. You did it.
You didn't know you weren't getting the new one. Oh, that doesn't help me.
Mm-mm.
your desk. I'll get the f***ing key and we'll find out. I'll get his desk. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go to his desk, in his room. You know, it's funny how all this always happens in our office. Always happens in here, because it's a damn shit hole anyway. We're going to break his 1970s era bullshit off the wall.
Oh, really?
Stop it. I told you, you cannot be mad at anything you hear on this tape.
Why not?
Because.
How come that ain't working?
You set me up.
So?
Well, you can't be mad at it.
Why is it it's funny when we did it to Trey?
I don't know. Because it was you didn't destroy his desk. It just put a hole in it. This destroyed the monitor.
And you would think that we wouldn't have a replacement ready.
I didn't see one. I didn't know. There was nobody here. Trey didn't tell me there was a replacement monitor.
Trey didn't know.
Well,
Eddie knew, and I forgot. I thought Eddie was going to be here.
If I liked the chair, I'd have to go out and buy it myself.
This shag, ugly-ass carpet.
You don't like my carpet?
I love it. I was angry.
Matches his f***ing hairdo.
All right.
Oh.
Sorry. I thought you can.
Okay.
Sorry.
We need a break? Yeah. Is there more left on this?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I can't wait to see what else my friend of 20-some-odd years has said about me, and my hair, and my carpet.
Your office is very nice. Nothing ever happens in there. Mm-hmm. Nothing bad ever happens in there. Why does all the crap happen? No, I have to make our office, which is already a pit. Things are broken.
You have a brand new desk, and you got a brand new monitor.
With glass all over it.
My desk.
I know.
Thank you.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
Is that what happened? You got pissed off, you jumped to conclusions and killed your dog?
That is rude. I know. I didn't kill my dog. I didn't shoot my dog.
Hold on, Trey is waving. Can we still bet?
We got to do it now.
Well, I mean, the game starts now, right?
Yeah.
Can we still bet?
Yeah, he'll hold off for it.
All right. What?
Stars -2. The over/under is 4.5.
All right. Stars -2. Give me the stars. Let's see. What did I win? Did I win $200?
Mm-hmm.
Give me the stars for 100, and over/under is what?
4.5.
100 over. JD?
I just want the stars for 100.
Eddie, you want anything?
Yeah.
What do you want?
I'll take the stars for 5 and under for 5.
What are you going to take, Trey?
I'm going to take the stars and the over. 50 a pop.
Okay. Okay, run. And the other thing is, we just did this bit with Trey. You know there's going to be if you come in and there's a torpedo through the center of your computer monitor, you know there's going to be Mike in there someplace.
It didn't bother me as much with the chair. Because, you're right, it wasn't my chair. It was a little more personal that it was something I purchased and brought in from my home.
Do I not want to listen to any more of that?
I don't think so.
Good.
Missed it.
Who missed the F word? David Stone has a hard time identifying the F word. Because every time he misses a bleep, it's that word.
I think that one was in the distance.
To where he thought nobody could tell?
I don't know.
He was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
The key to these offices? I think Lee does. Great. Find out. See how funny it is.
What are you going to do in my office?
Rearrange some things.
What were you going to do?
I was going to tear it up.
What were you going to do?
Nothing. Didn't get in, so it didn't matter.
Well, yes, it does matter. What were you going to do?
Nothing.
You're out of control when you get mad. You really should look into that.
I'm out of control. I had a lot of things to do today.
Hold on a second. Does he sound out of control?
Completely out of control.
You sound out of control. You know what you are there?
What?
You're a crazy man.
No. I had a lot of things to do today. That's why I got here early. And then I could do nothing. It's not like they had a bank of computers I could go use.
All I know is the guy on this tape I hear right here.
Right.
That's crazy, man.
No.
What do you hear, Eddie?
Crazy, man.
See?
You know, it's funny. We never do things to Eddie's desk. Isn't it odd?
How could he tell?
You got a point.
What are you going to do? Go over take a big grunt on his desk?
Never see it.
He'd put a fuse in it and it'd be gone. All right, what was that noise?
I have no idea.
Yeah, and I know what you're gonna say, but when you look at this, I know you're gonna say it's Russ.
It's Russ's problem. Have you taken it up with Russ?
Bob didn't know.
Bob didn't know that.
He knew when I cut Trey's desk because I called him and asked him.
He didn't know. I was looking for the key, and I asked him for the key, and he goes, "Why?" And I go, "I'll show you why."
No, better yet, I know what you're gonna say, but when you look at this, I know you're gonna say it's Russ.
It's Russ's problem. Have you taken it up with Russ?
No, I'm taking it. It's not. Well, you know, I bought this. This is my monitor. This does not belong to the radio station. Well, it's my personal property. Can I?
It's something you got to talk to him.
Can I ask you a favor? Should I have the key to his office?
Why?
Well, you know, all this shit always happens in this office.
Yeah, why? Why do you want the key to my office?
I don't know. I wasn't going to destroy anything.
Why did you want in there so bad? What is in my office you wanted to get to?
Nothing.
What were we going to do?
Nothing.
Somebody's going to do something. What is it?
Turn your furniture upside down or something.
Oh, you were. Aren't we just a little vindictive bitch?
Listen to you. Nothing ever happens to you. Nothing ever happens in your office. It's always in our office. It's a mess as it is anyway.
Are you going to cry?
No. I'm just tired of officing in a pig pen.
See, act like a crazy man.
Not.
Person on this tape sounds like a what, Eddie?
Crazy man.
See?
It was cleaner in the old building with Dan Lewis, I swear. Our office was. At least had... You know
Dan
why?
Lewis
you
was
know why? No, because you had a desk in there. That's why it wasn't always torn up and shredded and pop fireworks and everything else. It was a mess.
You're crazy.
I'm not. Because you had a desk in there.
Crazy man.
Maybe something needs to happen.
I'm not going to help you continue this problem. But you need to take this up with Russ. I can't help you with it.
How much trouble will I be if I knock that door down?
It's just a door. Just like it's just a monitor.
Why did you just ask how much trouble? Crazy man.
It's just a piece of metal.
Why is it all of a sudden?
That would have been funny. Would have been funny. You come in and your door's going?
Absolutely, that would be funny because I know I can have it replaced. Everything in this building can be replaced.
Then don't look at me when I say kick your door in.
I just want to know why you want in there so bad.
I didn't have any plans.
You just wanted to go in there and sit?
I don't know what I was going to do.
I know why you wanted in there.
Why?
Crazy man.
It's just a door.
You can't do that. That's CBS property. You can't do that.
Oh, and he can do this.
Well, you'll have to settle that with him. He's your supervisor. Take it up with Russ. I can't help you with this.
Then keep the
We missed an a-hole.
No, I think he got it. I went ahead and hit the delay anyway.
Oh.
There's just a lot of beeps all at once.
Yeah.
You're right. It does sound like a-hole made it all the way through.
Yeah.
What a mouth. What a mouth and a temper. Why is it I see that now it becomes more obvious why you enjoy having problems. You got a mouth and a temper.
To do.
You've got a mouth and a temper. When something happens out of the norm, you can't react to it. That's why you don't need to carry a gun.
I'm totally sober.
You're a crazy man.
I'm not a crazy man.
Crazy men don't need to carry guns. In fact, it specifically says on the back of your handgun license that you can't be a
crazy man.
See?
I'm just fine.
Great. All right. You know what? I don't have anything for the show. Great. When he goes to do news, I'll go fuck you. I want to get home from the studio. No, I'm going to call his ass, but he's not going to get me rattled.
Trey's right. We got 3 computers in here in the studio.
I wasn't thinking of that.
Trey just told you right there.
I wasn't listening to him.
This computer right here in front of me is access to the internet.
Trying to calm down enough to call you.
Yeah, you did a dandy job when you calmed down and called me.
I was calm.
Seriously, where do you expect me to work?
That's calm.
Where do you expect me to get anything pulled? I'm not going to let you... Never mind, you're just going to make fun of me anyway. So, I'm not going to give you any ammunition.
Next message.
But I will tell you this, Mr. Smarty Pants.
Jesus.
You are going to buy me a new monitor. And I want flat screen plasma, something expensive, because this
Do you think you're sitting on Santa Claus' lap?
If you can tear it up, you can replace it. I didn't know you already replaced it.
Too f***ing worked out. No, you're not going to. I'm not going to get.
Stop it. Okay.
I feel like I got a chick pissed off at me. Message over and over. How we doing? Need a break? I think I'm about out of phone message anyway.
I'm not going to give you the pleasure of screaming at you. But damn it. This is my personal property now. You said you weren't going to tear up people's personal property. Oh, I know you're going to say, oh, I lied. Well, you lie then. Damn it. All right. Would you call me back so I can calm down before you come in here?
What were you thinking about?
Otherwise, I may just need to take the day off today because I'm not in a very good mood right now. Damn it.
Next message.
It's 2:00. I've got nothing ready for
all right. That one was my fault. I missed an S word. Well, what time did you get here? Because he's bitching at me at 2:00.
It was right at 2, maybe a little bit after 2. I mean, I had to drive from Plano all the way to here. Stop and get the monitor on the way.
My fault. I thought it was going to be ready when you got here.
Okay.
I'll accept that.
Okay.
Why'd you want in my office?
I had no plans. I don't know. I
almost wish we had left it unlocked just to see what he did.
I wasn't going to break anything.
Yes, you would.
I would not have broken
That's
anything.
A crazy man on that tape. You were going to go in there and break something.
I wouldn't break anything. I wouldn't break anything in your office.
Hey, do me a favor. Do me a favor. Don't tell him that I got pissed off because I don't want him to know.
You are retarded. You're officially retarded.
I'm not thinking about that.
You get him a gold seal. You're officially retarded.
All right. I'm retarded.
You just called and left it on my answering machine.
No, I didn't. This was before. Before.
Oh.
I got mad, and then I calmed down, and then I called you. No, I raged first, and then I calmed down.
You get a nice plaque. You get a plaque out of this.
What?
Because you're officially retarded.
I'm not.
Don't tell him I got pissed off.
I didn't want you to know that you got my go. That's why I calmed down before I made the phone calls.
You didn't sound calm on the phone.
I was most certainly calmer than I was.
I have no idea what's going to happen between us if we break up.
Quit it. Just quit breaking my stuff.
You got a brand new stuff.
I know. I didn't know that at the time.
Well, I didn't know you was going to turn into a
crazy man.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
Who resigned?
Don Cardi.
Really?
Yeah. They reached a new deal tentatively. Pilots agreed basically that additional cash compensation and what else? And then Don Cardi quit. So they spent all day in meetings. The pilots agree. Now the flight attendants union and the...
Well, did they ask for his resignation or did he just say, you know what, screw you, I quit?
Let me pull that up.
I bet he took it a lot better than you would.
What? Quit?
Mm-hmm.
Well, should I quit?
Obviously, when you get rattled, you turn into a
crazy man.
Quit it. Not.
What do you mean you do not? Like a little refresher?
Know that he got to me, okay?
Okay.
Will you?
Sure.
I'll warn you the next time they're going to do something to you if you'll back me on that.
Aha! So now you're going to become the little mole.
No, I'm not a mole.
I'll warn you the next time I'm going to do something.
I just didn't want him telling you that.
That's what you do. Okay, that's how you repay my 20-some-odd years of friendship. Is you hit me in 1989, and then you go behind my back on this.
I'm not behind your back. You're the one that did this to me while I wasn't here.
You just said, I'll tell you the next time they're going to do something.
If he does me a favor and doesn't tell you guys. And I wigged. At that point, I realized I had wigged, and I didn't want it to be told over and over and over. You know, stories get bigger as they're told.
Which show you been working on in the past 3 years?
This one.
Same show that...
I knew he was going to burn me.
He didn't have to burn you.
I knew. Still, it's not the first thing I look for. I'm sorry. I tend to trust people. I'm stupid.
Oh, so now you're the victim.
Absolutely, I'm the victim.
I know how
you
you
not be the victim.
I know exactly how you people do this. You come in.
People?
Yes, you people. And you know what you know what I mean when I say you people.
No.
Yes, you do. You people. All of a sudden, you're the victim. You're the one
I am the victim.
You're the one running around the building acting like a
crazy mole.
A crazy what?
Mole man.
Oh.
Who got their computer with a spear gun thing in the front of it?
Who got a new monitor?
I didn't know that at this time. You're hearing things out of order.
I just like the way when you think things, instead of thinking it through, you immediately turn into a Judas.
I'm not that Judas. I'm turning on you.
Was.
I didn't do anything.
You just made a deal with Trey.
Just to not.
You know what you've done?
What?
Not only have you ruined today's show, you've taken the magic of the ratings that came out today,
right.
The monumental ratings, and you've ruined those.
How did I ruin them?
By being a
crazy man.
You did this.
I didn't do anything.
You did. You shot my monitor. Actually, Eddie shot it, from what I understand.
That's the coolest thing to watch, too. Can you imagine that thing going through your leg?
No.
He tested it out on the plastic trash can in there. Went through both sides.
Well, it's got to go through water resistance and then kill something, so.
Mm-hmm.
I apologize.
Too late now.
Why is it too late? Was it too late to apologize?
Yes, Natalie.
It's never. She never apologized.
Yeah, she's thrown out a few apologies.
I'm apologizing. I'm going to learn. Just don't be surprised at anything that happens around here. Any other country in the company in the world, you would have gotten fired, not me.
Why?
For destroying my property.
Would you like me to show you the ratings for the rest of the day?
You got a point. Never mind.
I need to do that?
No.
Never mind. Please.
Okay. I said any other company.
Thank you. All right. I got nothing else before we go.
Okay.
Do we have anything we didn't get to?
AMR Corp Chairman, Chief Executive Donald Carty resigned Thursday afternoon after American Airlines Incorporated Flight Attendants Union rejected revised concessions that would have allowed it to avoid bankruptcy. The move pushes the carrier to the verge of bankruptcy. The rejection came after the pilots and ground workers agreed to the terms. So everybody agreed but the flight attendants, the people serving the sodas, which shortened the concession time frame. The new terms were hammered out during a day-long meeting at AMR.
So the pilots were okay with Carty staying?
Apparently, yeah. And them and the ground workers agreed. And the flight attendants went, And they were the ones that passed at 49 to 51% before. Just barely.
Isn't that funny? The ones you can get by with the quickest are the ones whining the most.
With flight attendants' rejection, the company and its board of directors now face little choice but to file for bankruptcy. Yeah, honestly.
People flying the planes are okay with it. People loading and unloading the planes are fine with it.
Yeah, taking care of the engines and the airframes, they're fine with it.
The whining ones on board.
Yes.
Amazing.
Don't email me. I know flight attendants do a lot more than serve sodas, but, I mean, there's emergency training you have to go through.
I understand that, but for the most part, the bulk of their duties include
sodas and peanuts.
I know that they have to be ready for other things, but day in and day out, the bulk of their duties include
sodas and peanuts.
Thank you. Day in and day out, the pilot's duties include
flying airplanes.
Right.
Through thunderstorms.
Mm-hmm. People that maintain the vehicles, day in and day out.
Pulling the airplanes apart, putting them back together.
Right. Your safety and security is based on those people.
True.
If they were to leave the equation, that would fall apart. Flight attendants were to leave the equation, you go thirsty for 2-3 hours.
Unless there's a crash.
If there's a crash.
Then they're there to assist you.
Thank you. But for the most part,
sodas and pretzels.
Thank you. All right. Ready to go?
Yes. Thank you for the monitor.
You're welcome, crazy man.
I'm not a crazy man. Like I said, I'd done some of your office, kicked in that rope lamp-looking bar thing you got. You'd have been upset.
Were you going to have another one to replace it?
I didn't know that at the time.
Okay. You ever see me destroy anybody's property and not replace it?
No.
Thanks for thinking so highly of me. I guess we all have something to think about when we go home tonight.
No.
All I know is I feel different now. You feel different, Dan? Dan feels different.
No.
It's just added that. You know what? It's put a dark overtone to the show. No. I don't know. I would be happy.